Okay, we're live. This is session 22, I think, of the Crossmeet campaign. Previously in Kulthania, the party, in an effort to save Tarun from going mad, um, traveled, or at least were sent, to a place not far from the monastery that Tarun was trained in, and they wound up in this cave a few miles north of Blackwater. Talrun has been getting increasingly irritable over the last few days, and the party has learned that this will eventually devolve into madness, and he will go insane, attacking almost anyone. The symptoms have been getting worse lately, and the party doesn't know the cure, nor even exactly how he was infected, other than it was magical. And so, using the connection that is affecting Colorado, they were sent to a cave a few miles north of Rato Dretsang, which I will show you now. So I'll remind you, this cave is not very even. It's got a lot of cracks and splits in it, uneven ground, lots of stalactites and stalagmites, including many that have fallen and shattered. There are cracks along the walls on both sides, and it's not uncommon to see little trickles of water here and there coming from these cracks. You guys made your way further in, and I believe Grim had sent his weasel Lyric head to take a look what was around the corner. And Lyric,
he's about 30 feet or so ahead.
Right, he was starting to feel afraid. He didn't want to go, and you asked him to go a bit further. So he reports to you that he sees a set of stairs running downwards. Looking through his eyes, you can see that they're crude stairs cut into the stone, uneven. Some of the steps might even be a foot or two deep. You know, some are short steps, some are wide step. Very crude but functional stairs. So the group is right at the little elbow there, the little dip, and or maybe just before that, just before the curve. And Lyric has been sent ahead and reported that he sees these stairs. So we're going to pick it up there. Maybe we'll start with Grim. Tell us what you're feeling, thinking, and then
Sure.
we'll go through.
Yeah, so Grim is sort of leaning up against the stone. He's dressed in a long, dark-colored coat. He has a wide-brimmed, sort of flat-topped hat that he's wearing, and he's sort of tilting his head down, peering into the darkness around the corner. As he sort of looks toward Lyric, he sort of closes his eyes again and tells him to come back, although no one else hears that. He is a fairly tall human, 6'7", so he's but he's very lanky, sort of tall and slender, and kind of looking around the corner as he just sort of bows his head and thinks to Lyric to come back to him as he looks that way, and he sort of turns back to the others and says, "There's a stairway leading down into the darkness."
Okay, so Balmera, you see. First of all, what does the party have for light here at this point? The light. This cliff is about 100 feet off the ground. This cave entrance. The light that you have here coming in from outside would be just about end, pretty much around the start of that bend. So I want to know if the party has any light coming.
As soon as it gets to the point where we have a hard time seeing, he takes out his master's iron wand, and kind of warms it up in his hands, and he kind of gives it a little sort of flick, and you see at the end of it sort of light up. And it sort of becomes a sort of yellowish ball of light, kind of burning around the top, and little bits of it sort of dropping to the ground in these faint sparks.
Okay. So, Balmera, you see with this light, you see Grimm's weasel return to him, leap onto him, and kind of bury itself in his clothing. What would you like to do? Tell us about yourself.
Well, Balmera removes her hand from Tolrun's shoulder. Kind of confused with the sudden burst of empathy and sympathy she felt to him when she learned about the horrible training conditions of his monk education. She has never ever contemplated it would be something this horrible. So she kind of snaps out of it, retracts her hand, and kind of clears her voice. Adjusts the heavy coat she's wearing for the heavy winter coat. Looks at Grimm. So he didn't see anything monstrous.
Not monstrous as such, no.
Do you want me to sneak ahead?
Well, I know your people are comfortable underground. If you're comfortable doing that, then yeah, I do.
Well, before you do that, well, you can keep talking, but don't take any action. Carry on.
I was just going to say, back home, they don't usually live with monsters.
Well, the definition of monster is very subjective.
That's right.
Jada, you are maybe standing back about 5 feet from these guys, and about 5 feet more behind you is Talrun standing with Suda and Walcool, Sarah from Dirty Gumpa. What do you think of the proceedings going on here? What do you think we should do?
The big thing that's affecting Jada at the moment is the amount of moisture in the air and the fact that it's dark and damp and underground, and that's really kind of alien to him. It's a little too reminiscent of nightmares that he's had. So he's kind of doing like that two-step pace, you know, that movement where we either need to go ahead before he changes his mind, or we need to go ahead and leave. Like this coming to a complete halt is a little maddening. So he's kind of cutting his eyes between Grimm, who's over there stuffing his weasel away, and Talrun, who's back there. I'm assuming there's probably some amount of small talk between the three monks, and it's just this eye-cutting sort of. Is this something we could go ahead and be on with? Yeah, down these stairs, up these stairs, out the stairs, out the hole. Yeah, I don't think we are finding what we're looking for standing here.
Well, yeah.
So, Talrun, you must be feeling a multitude of things standing here with former trainer and Walcool.
Yeah, right now Talrun's beginning to feel like maybe whatever's down here is beyond the capabilities of everyone, including him, and he's beginning to feel like guilty for having to have asked all these people to come down here with him and risk themselves on his behalf. But so he has the desire that it's too late to turn back now, so we must continue. So he looks at your lad, and yes, I think you're right, we have to continue down now. And I make my way to the front of the party and begin walking down the horrible dark cavern.
Walcool, who was with you, he is about 5'6", Asian skin, pointed ears barely, but very, very short pointed ears, that don't go up much, even to the top of his head. He's got a sort of black hair, very black hair, a bowl haircut. And he says to you, remember that there are others that are affected. If we can find a cure for you, perhaps we can find a cure for all.
Right, maybe we can even save that one, the mad one that you have kept back at Kurdi Gampa.
Perhaps.
But my companion here is correct. We can't just sit around. We have to go down now.
So, how are you doing that?
While they're talking, Balmera will sneak down the stairs.
I give Belmira a good pat on the shoulder as she goes by.
Trying to more or less sneak along the wall, keeping to the shadows, jumping to the other side if there's any light source that suddenly would expose her.
Right.
Trying to keep as low as she can without crawling. She'll hunker down.
Right.
Just take a peek into what appears to be a cave ahead.
Okay. Talrin, do you want to go with her? I'm not going to give her a head start. I'm going to say the conversation for silence.
Yeah, immediately after finishing that conversation with the Monkbane, I turned around and went down.
Okay.
She might have actually kept in the shadows, and I might not notice that she's sneaking ahead. I'm just heading down anyway.
He's just going down.
Okay, so give you an idea of scale. The cave at the entrance is about 40 feet wide. So you're about 20 feet wide, these stairs. Now, I want both of you to make me stealth checks, please.
27. I disappear.
21.
Okay? So when you get about a third of the way down the stairs, you can see that there is light coming from somewhere within the cavern, but it's not a lot of light, it's not lighting up the stairs or anything.
Okay, and the clicking and the clacking becomes more pronounced now? Or?
Yes. It sounds quicker, and you can also hear now what sounds like human voices, or at least humanoid voices, but responding in the same language.
Okay.
I turn to Jodat and I say,
To be fair, just Grim and Jodak, you guys can't hear that yet unless you're sneaking down the stairs.
Well, I was going to say that as I see them sort of pass, what I do is I turn to Jodat and I say, you should stay behind me. And I kind of look him down and I say, you okay?
Yes, this is it's just an uncomfortable feeling, this place we're at. But yes, I'm okay.
I kind of look at the wall and I feel the moisture and I kind of look back and I'm realizing that this is just the antithesis of where he grew up, and I sort of I hold the wand in my I switch the wand to my left hand. I take my right hand and I kind of wave it up his form and use prestidigitation to sort of just remove any kind of moisture from his body, just kind of and you see it form into this little kind of ball with a little bit of dirt and stuff mixed in, and just kind of splashes behind him on the ground.
Cool.
And I kind of nod and I say, just stay behind me, and I start following the others.
It's not terribly damp in here, but there's some mist, and as I said, it's like crack coming from here, trickles running down the wall. As I say, you can see fracture marks all the way through the cave, and everywhere you walk, it's uneven footing.
Yeah.
So if you guys are all proceeding ahead, you guys make me stealth checks as well.
Sure. It's a neat dice, doesn't it? Natural 20. So, yeah, I did pretty good on the stealth check there.
Following.
So that's a 20.
That bodes well. No, it's not.
I just need to
As a matter of fact, it's 23 in fact.
15.
Okay. So, give me what order are you guys down here? It seems like Balmera and Talrin are first.
Yeah, so my impression is it's and you guys correct me. It's Balmera, Talrun right behind her, A little, maybe about a ton.
I got it as
Step?
side by side. It's 20 feet
Yeah.
wide. I'm picturing
Okay,
it as side.
fine.
But
and-
Bamara sneaking. I don't. It sounded like Tolman was just walking down. Was that
Yeah.
wrong?
You guys can clarify.
But in any case, about 10 feet, about 10 feet behind them, I'm following, and then Jada is like right behind me. So Jada and I are about 10 feet behind them. Let's say.
Okay, so at this moment, you can only see a short part of the cavern, but you can see that there is light coming from within inside and sound coming from within inside. How much further down the stairs do you wish to proceed? I have you at about a third of the way down right now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
but
I'll proceed to the bottom as long as there's shadows I can hide in. If there's no shadows that I can hide in, I'll stop there. Once there's shadows.
All right.
I'm continuing right down to the bottom. I'm trying to be quiet, but I'm not making any attempt to be unseen.
Okay, so I'm going to have you guys make me stealth checks again.
And I try to keep up, and presumably Jada does as well.
All right, well, if you want to proceed, you can make a stealth check.
What does it say? We're about 10 feet behind, just FYI. Not as great, but not bad. 12, and so 15.
All right.
I have a 20.
All right. Everybody's rolling well in the stealth so far. Jadat?
15 again.
All right. So when you guys get to the bottom, you can hear now, don't even need a perception check for this, you can hear that whatever's in there there's things moving around in there. When you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see there's many stalactites and stalagmites in this massive cavern. You can see to the north there's a few barrels against the wall. There are about half a dozen humans, some of which Talrun might recognize as being former monks from his school. They're all dressed in yellowy robes. Two of them are talking to this creature that is about 8 feet tall and looks sort of like an overgrown lobster, green-skinned. As soon as you guys hit the bottom of the stairs, none of the humans turn around. Oh, also, to the southwest, you can see a massive circle, a set of runes on the floor, and beyond that, a huge circular portal about 50 feet in diameter, at least a ring, with a blue shimmering glare on the front of it. There are wooden structures around these runes. None of the humans apparently have seen you. However, this large lobster-like creature immediately turns his gaze in your direction. I'm going to show you an updated map.
So the yellow robes, that is not... although I recognize the people, the yellow robes are not of my monastery.
Some of them are. Absolutely.
No, I mean yellow robes. That's not a...
No,
That's not what
the
monks
clothing
wear.
itself is not part of the monastery, no.
Okay. So, I poke my head around to look and
Right.
see everything, and I see the creature sees me, and I pop back behind the cavern with a horrified look on my face.
Now, I want everyone to make me an initiative roll. I'm not going to roll. I'm going to roll for the cultists, but they're not going to get to go the first round. So basically, I'm having all the cultists be surprised in the first round.
Shouldn't they be called cultists?
Yeah.
11 for Grim.
18 for Tolroom.
$11 for Grim, 18 for Talroon. Yep.
I don't want to roll initiative anymore.
All right.
I have a 7.
Okay, in that case, you can roll for Suda. Jawdat,
9.
thank you. Suda. All right, I'm going to make 3 initiative rolls.
I don't like initiative anymore.
I always roll like crap on initiative. Despite me having a +4 on it.
You know, and despite what many gamers think, I mean, initiative is one of the most important roles. It's kind of like breakfast. It's one of the most important roles of the day.
Yeah.
Because, you know what? Even if you're only doing 10 points of damage, if you're going first, that can make the difference.
Yep, it can. It's absolutely true.
As a healer, it can help to go last in the round, too.
I've had that happen so many times where, you know, I would have survived an encounter had I only gone first.
All right, so Torun, you get to go first. You can see that this lobster creature is in motion. The other humanoids are just starting to turn their heads in your direction.
Okay. The giant lobster is terrifying. I'm gonna charge it. I'm gonna meet its charge.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Alright.
I'll say you can reach it if you want to spend a key point.
If I dash, you mean?
Yeah. If but you can spend the key point to dash as a bonus action or something.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll spend the key point to dash then. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And
so you go rushing up to it as it starts to move in your direction.
Alright. And I move close to it, I'm trying to stay low to duck under its hinges, and I'm gonna strike at it twice, making
towers over massive clacking pincers.
Yeah, making snap judgments on where I think its weak points might be. I quickly strike for a 17 and an 18.
Hit. Both hits. You need a 60.
Okay. So, yes, so 6 and 7 points of damage, and I'm going to spend a key point to use a stunning strike. So it needs to make a con save.
Okay. I will do that right now.
And
nope. Rolled a 2.
Okay, so it is now stunned for the turn.
Count yourself very lucky. Alright, so those guys don't get to go this round. Those guys don't get to go this round. Grim. You can see that the cultists are all in motion. Some of them might have partial cover to where you stand. What do you want to do?
Alright, so first thing I do is I reach into that little pouch that I have hanging on my side and take out a little furry ball and I roll it towards Talrun, or I throw it towards him actually.
Alright, excellent.
That's a, I think that's a, let me double check, but I think that's a bonus action. So, let me get a D8 here and see what I get.
Gotta roll a D8, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't have my chart. Do you have it, Robin?
Chinchilla? Why is there a chinchilla?
8.
8 is a tiger, I think. Let me just check your stats.
I got it right here.
A tiger would be good.
It is, yeah, actually. Cool. All right, so yeah, so I throw the as a bonus action, I throw it toward Toru and I say, "Protect him." And even as it leaves my hand, this little furry ball sort of like begins to grow and erupt and lengthen into this long leap of a Bengal tiger as it lands on its paws and begins bounding towards where
Torun originally is scared of this thing, but now he sees this tiger symbol of his monastery come to life right next to him, and it reaffirms his courage.
Nice. And with my other hand, I take my wand, which I still have in my left hand, and kind of swirling it around, and I launch it towards this lobster creature, whatever it is, thinking on one hand that I need to destroy it, and on the other hand that this is going to taste awesome with drawn butter. And I launch this bolt of lightning at it.
That's so
Okay.
that he will think.
Okay. It's a dex save for a bolt?
Yeah, because it gets a dex save, and the DC is 15.
Natural 7.
It would have disadvantage, right? Stun.
I'm just still going to say no. I'm not going to
That's true,
reroll it.
yeah. I mean, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Hang on, let me get my...
I didn't
Yeah.
make it.
Definitely
What
no.
do I do?
So, if I may savor this moment, because I love rolling lots of dice. And it's been a long time since I did it.
Are you casting a fireball?
Lightning bolt.
Oh.
Another classic.
Mm-hmm.
What's the... Come on, where's...
Okay, so, Tyrone, you remember, you vaguely, you sort of have a memory of these things, and you remember that they're pretty terrifying.
I'm suppressing that memory. No.
Oh, nice. So,
And in your memories, you seem to remember that there was a lot more than one.
20, 28.
I nervously look at the exits. This, Kevin. Yeah.
So this thing takes 37 points of damage as I launch this lightning bolt with this iron wand. It's like as it arcs across Talrun's head, just above his head, causing the hair to stand up on the back of his neck. It rakes across the carapace of this crustacean.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So it puts a good burn mark in it, but it's still towering over Thashif.
Yeah, but it knows we mean business now. Is the important thing.
Right. So Jawdet, you're kind of back in the stairs there somewhat, or just at the edge of the stairs, whatever.
Right. I'm gonna step like about 10 feet into the room towards the right hand cultist there.
Sure.
And-
Now keep in mind that's a former friend of Talrun's.
That's fine. I don't know that necessarily.
That's right.
He didn't stop and announce, "Hey, these are my friends from the monastery."
You-
I have a sneaking suspicion, but still.
You should
Yeah,
have checked Tolman's Facebook status for his friends.
Anyway, I step in and I make a few marks on the gravelly ground with my foot, and I dump out a bag of sand that, as it pours out, they become these 6-inch tall winged sand angels, more or less, with these gigantic swords, and they just start whipping about me.
Excellent. That's cool. Okay. No, I really like that. That's awesome. So Suda is going to go rushing at the nearest cultist, and he's going to grab him by the shoulders, and he's talking to him. Get a hold of yourself. He's shaking him. Balmera.
You said the cultists were roped,
Yes.
so dressed in rope. Do they also have
Yeah,
hoods?
gallant robe.
Okay. Are they also hooded, or can we see their faces?
Yes.
To the hood or face?
The hoods are down. All the hoods are down.
Okay. So just a quick glance. Do they appear like frightened or in on the whole cult thing?
They appear rage-filled.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
They look
Angry.
really angry.
Okay.
Like they're just seething in hatred and murder.
Okay. Well, her
Yes.
grandfather taught her, when in doubt, cast a bolt of fire. So
Her grandfather did not teach her that at all.
you don't know that.
That was
could
an
be
old. Yeah, she called.
Okay, so if I shoot a bolt at the cultist near Tolrun to the south side,
Okay. Talrun, I got him straight ahead. Oh, you mean like right next to that guy?
Yeah. You have the Chull, then you have the upper cultist and the lower cultist. I'll shoot at the lower
Sure.
cultist.
You're firing a fire bolt.
Yeah, firebolt. And
Got it.
he hasn't seen me, right? So it's a sneak attack, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
You have to be within a certain amount of feet, though, right? If Tolrun had to, if he had to dash
actually.
and spend a key point.
Is it?
It just
Oh,
said
wait,
if they haven't
Wait,
seen me, if they haven't seen me or there's a friend
Okay.
within 5 feet,
Sure.
I think was the definitions. But I can look it up.
That's just me misremembering. I mean, that's even better. Go for it.
I don't think it's if they haven't seen you. It's if you have advantage or they have a foe within 5 feet of them, which they do.
I think it's if they're not aware of him. I think is what.
Yeah.
Then
but
they're not-
I don't think it's actually in there.
I have
no,
advantage.
it can't be.
Either way, he qualifies. So
It can't be done with
Yeah.
spells.
either
Yeah,
way,
I don't think
qualifies
it's
as a good
sneak
spell.
attack damage with spells though.
Yeah, it can't
range attacks too, and spells are
it-
defined as range attacks.
It literally
I'm
says.
pretty sure.
It does.
Ranged
says-
weapons, right?
Yeah, it says finesse or ranged weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, but a spell is defined as a ranged weapon in 5e.
It's a ranged
No,
attack.
it's not a ranged
weapon.
attack. It's not a ranged weapon attack.
Right.
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
They specifically made the difference so that you cannot like scorching graze someone and add your sneak attack to it.
Grim just made a ranged attack. Certainly not a ranged weapon attack.
Okay, so I can't reach him. And Tormund's...
You can reach him. You just can't reach him with a sneak attack. You can still cast a spell.
Yeah.
That's
Just
true.
don't get
Okay,
sneak
I'll,
attack.
I'll do that.
Well,
then.
unless you have anything like a dart or dagger or
You don't say
something.
huck a knife at him.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I have advantage on because you haven't seen me then, right?
Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I hit AC. Oh my god, why can't I do math? 17?
Yes. That's it.
And I do 14, 23 fire damage.
Nice.
Okay. To that one. All right. So he burns and screams. Another one of Talrun's friends. That guy.
Well, at least Tolbrin owned that guy some coppers, so hey. That's a silver lining.
You don't have to say all that.
I don't have to pay him back now. Okay, so Thashif, you're standing before this towering Chull who's over you.
Karen, this is most great. Well, it is still currently stunned until the end of this action that I take, so I'm going to
Correct.
spend a point and strike it 4 times.
Okay.
So yeah. So I have 1d20 out. I have advantage on 4 attacks. That is 1 crit, 2 hits, and a miss.
Okay.
Okay.
And you realize you're going to do will checks every one of those, right?
For every attack? Okay,
Every time
I got the
You
miss
can do that up
first.
in the back. Give me the damage.
Okay.
Was it a crit? Roll me a percentile if you get a crit.
Yep.
Big money.
Using dice stream for this one.
Yeah, big money or 66 would be nice.
Do you want me to roll the crit damage with... Oh, hang on, I'll roll the percentile
Roll the
first.
percentile first. If you get double 0, it's a
75.
kill. So, okay, so that's you're going to do triple damage and daze it. Okay.
Okay, so 3, 2, so this plus 15. 26,
Kind of cut.
29 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend another key point to make one of those a stunning strike.
Just with a fist? Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Did 4 attacks and yeah. Okay.
it can make me a
Right.
con save.
I rolled another 2.
So it's still stunned.
Yeah, it's lucky. It has got an attack, I feel, but it's still standing.
Stunned and dazed.
Well, it's done
Alright.
in days.
I'm not gonna like this.
So
Rob?
now, some of the cultists to the south there, they both point at you. In fact, one's going to point at you, and one is going to point at Grim. Sacred Flame, I believe, is a 2-hit roll.
It's a reflex save.
Relax, yeah.
Okay, so I need each of you to make me a reflex save then. Talrun and Grim.
11. Sorry, 12. 14.
Okay, I believe that's a miss then, like no damage. Talrun?
You want a deck save?
Yeah, reflex, yeah, dex save.
Yeah, 18.
Okay,
Nice.
so you see green flame comes down and
Green flame.
strikes spots near you. In fact, it strikes the spots where you were standing. You managed to move out of the way. The Chull in front of you doesn't get to go. Now, the other 3 cultists, the 2 that are beside you, they're going to turn and attack you. They're just going to start punching you. I got a crit and a miss. And I got just a shitty number on my crit damage, so I'm going to do double damage on the crit. As you get, so you're going to take 9 points of damage from one of the cultists punching you, and this is a former trainer of yours, or maybe a student who was being trained with you. The other guy is going to take 2 attacks at you as well. By the way, are you under the influence? Because do I get advantage on these?
No, did you see what I just rolled? I just cleared it.
He had like
No, I didn't.
18s and 20s and.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
All right.
ridiculous.
But
Well,
he-
the other guy,
they do all have companions within 5 feet, so don't take advantage that way.
No,
I don't think so.
that,
But
that's not a roll.
the other guy,
that's-
the other guy punches you for another 7 points of damage from the other side. Now the cultist that's fighting Suda, he's going to haul off and try and deck him. Or that Suda's trying to convince rather. He manages to connect once, and so Suda's going to take 7 points of damage.
And-
So no.
These cultists have kind of like crazed expressions on their faces, right?
Correct.
So I'm going to shout out, Suda, what's wrong with them? Because I realize I have to guard from all sides.
Who are you asking?
Suda.
No. I do not know what is wrong with all the other monks. The same. So we're at Grim now. Grim, I want you to make a perception check before you take your turn.
Sure. Mediocre, so 13?
All right, so you notice from the north passageway, another Chull comes into the room.
Okay.
Another
So-
Chull, another Chultist.
Another Chull.
Okay. So one of these big things.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he's wet.
So-
He's about, they're about 8 feet tall. I put a picture
Yeah.
of him on the
So looking at the map, are there still of these? Are there still cultists who are sort of away from our companion or my companions?
The 2 at the south both cast spells, one at you, one at Talrun. The
Right.
3 in the middle are all gathered around Talrun, trying to beat him up. The other cultist is beating on Suda,
Okay.
and another Chull has just entered from the north chamber.
So that's one of the big lobster things. Okay. So
Yep.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin my arm again, and I'm going to, with some sweat running off my brow, and I haven't done two of these spells in such a short progression, but I launch a ball of fire in his direction, and you see this little, and he's engulfed in this huge conflagration of fire and concussion. Hopefully,
He's going to try and scare you out of the way, but he's not going to make it.
ooh, nice. 21. 30. He takes 40.
Okay. So he gets red in the.
So the room is illuminated by this flash of reddish orange light.
Right.
And the concussion sound just rattles through the cavern.
Excellent. Yeah, I should have said earlier. The room is lit by the occasional torch jabbed in the wall here. Now he's steering in your direction, red-faced.
Well, fine. Well, he would be red. He's kind of roasted now. I'm looking for. Although you want a nice deep red before you start using the butter, because really it needs to be like fully cooked.
You don't have to tell me, man. I come from Nova Scotia.
Don't forget the tiger, which is going to attack.
So the tiger is going to attack in your turn, and you're going to track its hit points. Okay.
Yeah. So I assume it's going to attack one of the. I told it to protect Tulrun, so I assume it's going to attack one of those.
I think it's attacking one of the monks.
Yeah.
Some of the
I think of them as cultists because I don't know.
There. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll.
He gets 2 attacks of. Actually, it's bite or claw. Is it either or? Well, you get a 17 on
I believe he gets a claw and a bite each turn.
Okay. So he got a 17 on the bite, and actually it was 17 plus, so it would be like a 16 on the claw.
Yeah, you need a 13.
Okay. All right. So total damage 5, 9, 15 on damage. So this is, and he needs to make a strength DC check.
And the
DC 13.
One of Tolerant's former friends is ripped and bloody. Does not make it.
Okay, so he's prone.
I see the spirit of the monastery attack them, and I'm like, oh, maybe he had it coming.
Yes, so the tiger lands against him, basically rakes him with one of his claws and bites into his shoulder, drives him to the ground. He's just kind of standing over him.
Okay.
Was this the fire bolted one or the other one?
This was another one.
Yeah, I guess Rob will have to decide that because I just told him
no
to protect him. So.
No one has fallen yet.
Yeah, I didn't have him specifically attack a single cultist. So.
Yeah, it's like the tiger to stop. Oh, yeah.
Jawdad. It's Jawdad's turn.
Okay.
I want you to make me a perception check at the start of your turn, please.
Sure. 18.
The 2 Chull entering from the far side.
From the west side?
Yes.
Okay.
Son of a...
Alright, I'm gonna move southwest towards the 2 cultists and the ruins.
Okay.
If I pass within 15 feet of anybody, they're gonna have to make a wisdom save.
If you want to run over there, also you can get within 15 of them.
All right, so yeah, I'll jog down to them, and their speed is halved, and they'll need to make a wisdom save.
Got it.
Isn't that the Sand Angels attacking?
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
1 success, 1 failure.
Okay.
They backpedal slowly to get away from you, but not nearly quick enough. What happens when that failed broken?
The one who 2, 10, 18. So the one who failed is going to take 17 points of radiant damage as these sand angels just start, slicing small nicks into him.
Nice.
And the one who saved is still going to take 9 points of damage because he takes half damage from it.
Got it.
That is some awesome bodies you have there.
Balmera.
Balmera learned long ago don't follow Grim. Follow Jardat. So she will follow Jardat.
Okay.
Something else her grandfather told her.
Yeah, that's
go,
also what her grandfather told her.
Running southwest there.
You'll learn differently soon.
Yeah.
And if I can reach them, I will stab them. If not, I'll use a bonus action to dash and stab.
I'll say you can do it that way. If you use your
Okay.
bonus action to dash, then you can still get a stab in.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby. I hit an
Easy
AC
stuff.
of 14.
Yeah. You're going to kill one of them.
Okay.
This was one who brought Talrun's soup 3 nights in a row when he was sick once.
Okay. Balma will follow the small sandstorm with the sand angels, and as they chop and the sand is kind of cutting into the cultist Seven who brought the soup to Torun, Balma will slip in and just stab him ever so lightly with her rapier into his liver, and he'll fall down and kind of die from internal wounds.
When you kill him, are you facing him or are you behind him?
If she can do it,
You don't want to pick the wrong one.
Yeah.
Right.
She will go from behind.
Well, you have to kind of actually go past him to get behind. So I'm going to say you're not behind him. I want you to make me an insight check.
Do I have penalty because it's humans?
Let me see. I'm going to say yes. You have advantage in this case.
Advantage? Oh my god.
Yes.
She has a insight of 18.
As the life drains out of this monk's eyes, for a brief second before he dies, you can see that his rage turns to calmness, and then he dies.
Oh.
Hey, we found the cure.
So it's exactly what you did.
Good news and bad news.
Right. Sorry, Torun.
Well,
Might happen.
actually, with Jordan in the party, that's not a problem. But,
So, Talrun, you are surrounded by a couple of cultists. Well, you got a tiger helping you now, and you've still got this large Chull looming over you, and more are coming into the room. You're also very much aware of this structure to the south.
Okay.
It's familiar to you somehow?
So, the structure to the south.
Yes.
You mean the
You
southern?
described it in detail when you entered the room. That one. Remember that one?
The runes, the 50-foot across blue portal.
Okay.
Somebody was listening.
Okay. I don't know. I wouldn't call that a structure for some reason. I don't know. I just wouldn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Poles are not common in New Zealand.
No decals. Okay.
In any case, you're surrounded. What do you want to do
In
with
any
it?
case, no, thinking that I can actually take on one of these things. Look around and shout out, what do we do? Not getting an immediate response and not being able to wait for one.
Kind of busy.
Well, you know what Bamera's grandfather said, so.
No.
We all do.
Get out of the bathroom. Give someone else a chance.
It has been the driving force of our careers.
Alright, so I feel like a calling to go towards the circle and portal.
I didn't necessarily say that. I said that it seems familiar to you. You can use it, please.
Okay.
I'm not forcing you to pick any action.
Okay, my intention here is now to regroup. So, yeah, I'm gonna head to Belmera. You went up to where Jordan is, right?
Yes.
You're surrounded, eh? Just make that clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and head over there.
Bamera and
I'm gonna take away attacks at you. I'm not gonna give you a disengage when you're surrounded. If you're facing a guy, fine. If you're surrounded, you literally have to go through them.
Okay, but do I at least avoid OA attacks from some of them by disengaging?
Yes. I'm just going to
Yeah,
take
that-
one.
Yeah, sure.
But you can
And
use your key to dodge, right?
I'm
I mean,
not
literally,
wasting more key
you
points.
literally have to push past him. So you're going to take
Yeah.
4 damage from a punch as you go running past.
Ugh.
All right.
They're all going to pursue, by the way.
Yep.
So the to the south, one of those guys is dead, having been stabbed by Balmera. The other one, let me just check.
If it's their turn, he's about to be dead too because he needs to make another wisdom save.
At the start of his turn?
Yep, they make it the first time they enter in the start of every round.
Okay. Fair enough.
Unfortunately.
The sand buddies
Fair.
are awesome.
I guess he would back away, but that's okay.
I mean, if he backs, the thing is, it's a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, like when you moved into him, he's not just going to stand there in it, I guess was my point. Cause
If he backed up more than 15 feet, so he's outside of it, that's fine. I don't care.
So that's what I'm going to have him do. So he's going to cast another Sacred Flame at you, so you're going to have to make a Dex save.
At me.
Mm-hmm.
16 on the die.
All right, so again, this green flame comes in, and you manage to jump out of the way. You're being struck by it. The big Chull is in heavy pursuit of Torun, no longer dazed, and very angry, and it comes after you, and it's going to make 2 attacks with its gigantic pincers here. 17 and a miss.
That's it.
So he claps you for 10 points of damage with these pincers, and you are grappled.
Oh, good.
The other Chull, they head in your direction. 1 from the north and 2 from the west. They're all heading like to the south, where everything seems to be gathering. That brings us to those guys. So the 2 guys, one guy's going to take a couple of punches at the tiger. He's going to get 1 hit on the tiger. He's going to punch the tiger for 6 points of damage. The other guy is going to come chasing after you, Torun, and try and punch you in the back of the head. A miss and a hit. And you're taking 6 points of bludgeoning damage from a punch to the back of the head.
Okay.
So the Chull and the 2 cultists that are in the middle are moving to the south. One of the 2 cultists that's on that map is dead. He's gone. The other cultist is still in a fist fight with Suda and Chull. 3 Chull are closing in that position. Grim, it is your turn.
All right, so the Chull that has Belmera, I'm kind of like, my eyes are flicking back and forth across this battlefield. I'm still kind of hanging out in the entrance way, the bottom of the stairs. I haven't even entered the room really. Officially
Well, I'm going to say
speaking.
you have to at least be like a bit in the room. In other words, you wouldn't be able to target. I'm going to have to see.
Well, yeah, but I'm staying back from the action, so to speak, and
Yeah.
so my eyes kind of flick back and forth between the action is what's going on, and of course I see Belmera being picked up,
Torun.
and
It's Torun, not Balmera.
I thought Belmera was picked up.
No, it was me.
Oh, okay. Oh, even better. So I move a bit closer, and kind of like using one of the stalactites as cover, and I lean around and I flick my wand towards him. You see this little swirl of green light reaching out toward Talrun, and it strikes him, and he immediately begins to grow. And become twice his normal size.
Okay. Excellent.
And do I count as...
You get basically on your attack you get an extra D4 damage.
Do I like break out of the grapple being too big for
Well,
it, or is
with-
it
with-
like
with- with
the
any-
ghost is
You're
large
going to
enough
make a
for...
strength check, but you're going to get a good bonus to the grapple.
Yeah, you automatically get an advantage on your strength check from being enlarged. So. So, and then
It's
I
a pretty
kind
big
of
claws anyway. Like they could accommodate, they could expand to accommodate.
Yeah.
so
Jada.
yeah, I duck back behind the stalactite or floor is stalagmite, I think.
Yeah, stalactites hang tight to the ceiling.
Right. Yeah. So,
I
my-
remember C for ceiling and G for ground. That's how I remember.
So yeah, so I'm behind one of the floor ones.
Yeah, and again, you can see that there's a lot of shattered ones, a lot of cracks in the wall. Many places where you come down. The ground is split, and lots of water leaking here and there.
Yep. This is why
okay,
this is why wizards wear black. So we're not noticed when we're hiding behind stalagmites.
Jada.
I'm gonna step towards the that circular set of runes.
Okay, yeah, so you can see that it's a couple of concentric sets of runes. Do you want to step into them, or... In the middle of them is a chair. In the dead center.
Okay.
The chair is facing this portal.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is kneel down and touch the guy that Balmera just disemboweled.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Spare the Dying.
Okay.
And then, oh man, headache. And then yeah, I'm gonna move towards the other guy that was backing away from me. I mean, did he back towards the runes or away from them?
He's kind of going right to the south wall, like he's pretty much going due south.
Okay,
So-
well then I'll let Balmera handle that. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna go to.
Out of your angel blades.
What's that?
He's trying to keep out of your angel blades.
Right. Yeah, and I'm gonna go towards that chair and try and inspect the runes, because I have a feeling that when you get these monsters like this, that they weren't brought here through natural means. So, Jadet's assumption at the moment is that this portal has something to do with these lobster people being here. But he doesn't have a whole lot of working knowledge of Arcana, so it doesn't occur to him to not step onto the portal.
I'm going to take Balmera's turn, and then I'm going to come back to you. Balmera.
Okay, so she will, she'll pursue the cultist going south.
Okay.
No, she's
right.
not gonna do that. She's gonna fire a firebolt instead at him,
Okay.
and she misses.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, she'll go south then. Oh my god. So we'll follow him with her move, and hang on.
You're going south. You weren't going south. You're casting a fireball, and you're going south.
As she casts a fireball, misses. I have a question. Can you use the hide action when people can see you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the rules say it's not if they can see you, it's if they can see you clearly. In 1 minute, so.
Okay.
You're-
If I can,
Go ahead.
if I can do that, I'll use my uncanny action to make a hide action.
All right.
Step behind a stalagmite.
Yeah, step behind and say like my door. Hide from the
Okay.
cultist.
Okay, so I'm going to have you make a stealth roll when your turn comes around. Now, Jadat, when you get to the center, the portal lights kind of changes color somewhat. And instead of just being pure blue, it now looks like you're looking under the water. And you see a creature staring back at you. The creature looks a little bit like an octopus, but much more elongated than that. And the face on it suggests intelligence and malevolence. It's staring right at you.
Okay.
Thashif. Torun, what do you want to do? I'm sorry, Torun, what do you want to do? You're being pursued. Chull and
I would
at least
like
one
to stay
other
in
Chull are
grapple.
closing in on that position. Right, so you want to make an escape attempt or no? Dex or strength?
Yeah. Well, I have advantage
Your
on
call.
strength, so that is a 15. I don't
You
think
break
it's
free.
good enough. Oh, okay.
You need a 14.
Alright, and that's my action?
That's your move, I believe.
Oh, is it?
I think
That's
so.
my move action? I thought it was my action to, like, break out and I still move. I guess both technically make sense. Kind of. Alright. So, in which case, if I can't move anywhere, damn it. Yeah, I'm going to attack this Chull. The one that's right next to me.
Yeah, towering over you.
But
It's a massive thing. It just had
more
its pincers. It's got tentacles hanging.
Yep. Hitting,
You need a 16.
Yep. Okay, one hit.
Alright.
Okay, one hit for 7 damage, but I'm going to spend my last key point to try stun this thing.
Okay. I gotta make a con save. And 19. I made it that time.
Okay.
Are there any chance that Grim might have a nuclear fireball or something ready?
Not so much. I think I shot my wad.
The cleric that you were fighting,
I'm only 5th level for Bob's sake.
Balmera, he's going to
That's
attack.
on my turn,
Make another attack at you. You need to make another dex save.
You mean Tolrun on me?
I mean you.
Okay. So do I hide or didn't I hide?
Oh, fair enough. Make a stealth check. I'm going to do this counter to my perception check. Okay. So he doesn't attack you. Instead, he's going to attack Talrun. So Talrun, you got to make me a dex save.
Oh, boy. Natural 20, so... Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you're the
So
staff.
the green flame misses you.
Green flame.
Now,
Wait.
what do you want to know?
I'm jo- I
That was a
just...
cultist to the south casting a sacred flame spell at you, and you dodged out of the way.
Okay, I was just thinking maybe it's harder to do that if I'm enlarged, but... Oh, okay. No, harder on me.
The Chull that's attacking you gets one miss and one hit and hits you for 7 points of damage, once again catching you in its pincers and trying to come in and get you with its claws. The monk, who's attacking you, he's going to get advantage on his attack since you're grappled.
Can I break it?
Not till it's your turn, start of your turn. You get hit 4 times for 9 plus 8 points of damage, 17, as he's punching you.
I'll collapse in the grapple.
So I miscalc. I'm sorry, not that's too much damage. You only took 9, not 17.
That's 2 damage too much.
Down goes Torun. The other monk is going to try and punch the tiger, and he's going to get hit. And the tiger gets punched for 5 points of damage in the neck. And the Chull close in on that position. Suda has managed to finish off, or at least incapacitate, the cultist to the north. So Grim, you have 3 Chull closing in your position.
Okay.
Plus the injured Chull that just holding it on Talrun.
So I'm watching this sort of in slow motion as I see Torun sort of collapse and these things approaching me. And so what I do is I sort of look toward Torun and I reach out my hand and to the Chull that are approaching me, they just see this sort of like cloud form around me, just this vapor, and poof, and I'm gone, and they don't see me anymore. And
Are you invisible?
no, I did Misty Step.
Yep.
And so
Okay.
I appear next to Talrun.
All right. There's still a Chull holding him in his pincher.
Yes.
Yep.
And as a let me double check the mechanics on this. I apologize. Just want to double check I'm doing this right. Yeah, Misty Step is a bonus action, and so and so what I do is basically I'm gonna forego my. Is it possible to forego my action and do another bonus action?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Nope.
I guess so.
According to the rules, no.
Yeah, you're right.
But
You're right.
if
It's
you
40,
want-
but you're right. No, you're right. You usually will step down your actions.
All right. Well, in that case, what I'm going to do is, so I basically kind of disappear where the other ones, are, and I appear next to Talrun, and
Yes.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to touch him, and no, that won't work either. Shit. All right, so I guess what I'll do is when I appear next to him, I'll just this thing that's in his face, I will just kind of reach over his head and I'll just I'll send this flip my hands and I'll send this fan of fire into his crustacean face with burning hands because why not?
Roll to hit for that, or is it
Yeah,
straight?
let me double check. It's a dexterity save, so DC is 15.
Nope.
Okay. And so I'm using a higher slot. So he takes 10 points of fire damage as I just tried to push him back away from this. So this flame pours out of my hand into his face. Trying to get him to... Nice.
With a screech, dropping Talrun kind of almost onto you.
Okay.
Keep in mind there was a monk right there that was fighting him.
Yeah.
And there is another monk that's engaged in fighting your tiger.
So the tiger is still alive, right?
You're keeping track of the hit
Okay.
points.
Yeah.
I only hit him for 9 and then 7.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's still
7 and 7 or something?
yeah.
like
So
that?
he's still plenty alive. Okay, cool. So I guess in that case, I guess he'll attack the tiger will attack the
The monkey's fighting.
cult. Yeah,
How about
cultist as well. He's a cultist.
Yeah, it's a monk. I have cleric, cultist, and monk.
15 and 16.
Hit.
Okay. All right. So 10, 8. 6. So he takes 12 as this thing like rips into him and just bites into him.
He falls
It
down.
is. Okay. So he just kind of tosses the body aside and he's looking to Talrun because again, my
This was one of
orders
the
to
monks who remembered Talrun's birthday. Yeah, every time I remember him.
So my last orders to the tiger were to defend Talrun. So they're going to basically look to whatever creature is most threatening at this point. So I leave that up to you to decide what that would be.
It's probably the other monk that's right there. That was
Okay, so
that pummeled Talrun into unconsciousness.
yeah, so as soon as he sort of looks at this one that's kind of twitching and trembling from the in his death throes, the tiger kind of looks over with these blazing eyes, the sort of like ethereal flame that's sort of pouring off of its fur as it turns and looks at this new monk.
Okay. Who's already wounded, by the way.
Yeah.
So Jadat From your position, you see that these 3 Chull are closing on Balmera.
On me?
So
Yep.
down to the south.
Yes.
So they can sit. They have spotted me.
They know exactly where you are. I'll be happy to tell you afterwards.
All right.
Why are they going after me? I'm the least dangerous.
Are you?
So I'm going to.
You're
I'm
looking
going
into
to-
the space of this weird sea creature.
Right. I'm going to sit down in that chair
Okay.
and sort of lock eyes with it, and then I'm going to flash my eyes quickly to my left so I can see one of the Chull coming down towards Balmera. And
Go
ahead. No, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, when you lock eyes with it sitting in the chair, you start to feel a rage come over you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Slowly. It's not slamming you or anything.
So with that, I lock eyes with him. I get the little bit of rage, and I sort of snap my head to the left. Then, and I'm going to use my sand lasers. Natural 20 on the to hit roll.
For what are you attacking?
One of the Chull.
Okay.
He's going down towards Balmera.
Is this like your blades, or you're making
Nope.
a ranged attack?
I'm making a ranged attack.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
You need a 16.
All right. Well, it's a natural 20, so a 24.
Oh, okay. Roll percentile. Crit on spells.
68. On that
Okay,
thing.
so you're going to do triple damage.
Oh, so close.
Don't get sick. It hurts. All right.
Yeah, I tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4. So triple damage. Roll the dice 3 times, or
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, and then add the bonuses once.
Okay. 5, 16, 52 points of damage.
Okay. So you greatly wound one. What does that look like?
So it's that sort of bright sand laser.
Oh, okay.
So there's just burning, perhaps a little more blinding than it normally is. Whitish gold light that just leaves that sand, that smell of warm sand through the air, as it burns into him, and you can see a little bit of sand falling out of the open wound it creates.
Oh,
And then
excellent.
I immediately snap my head back to the thing in the portal, and behind me a giant coin starts spinning, and as it spins, these serrated edges come out of it, and that's spirit weapon.
Okay, excellent. Balmera, you can see these 3 Chull are closing on your position.
Okay, I'll
Pins are snapping 8 feet tall.
get out the the highly enchanted cabbage sling that I got from our earlier adventure.
So the what?
The enchanted sling I got from the cabbage that will always
sling.
hit.
Right.
So I'll load it up with a nasty looking rock, and
Okay.
the cultist that ran away from me up to Tolran, I'll shoot him in the back of his head. Oh my god.
Okay.
A 1 and a 2.
Oh, come on! Son of
Then
a...
you notice rocks go flying through the air, not that close to your head.
That's it. I'm going home.
You know, you need to practice with your weapons before you just use them. You know?
This was an enchanted weapon. Oh my god. Okay.
Doesn't matter. You still need to practice with it.
So she's gonna. What's she's gonna do? She's gonna flip the bird to the Chull coming at her, and
Okay.
she's gonna run all her movement, and I'll use a bonus to dash, and I'll go by, try to get the attention away from Tolrun, and as I pass by him, I'll use my. No, I spent that, so that's what I do.
You did 2 attacks already.
No, I had an advantage on it, so.
Oh, okay. I thought there was 2 attacks. All right, and then so
No.
you're running where? Like
Up
the 3 are
to
like
what?
closing on you in a semicircle kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of in a circle following a wall up towards the stairs.
All right.
That way.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Thashif, Tarun, you're gonna make me this save.
Alrighty. That is 1 success.
Yes.
Those that remaining cleric guy, he's not dead, is he? You guys didn't kill him. That's against the wall. He is going to try and nail you. He sees you running, Balmera. He's going to try and nail you with a sacred flame. I want you to make me a dex save.
Okay. I make it. If it's 15.
Yeah. I haven't hit once with that fucking spell. So again, green flame splashes the ground near you. The 3 Chull that are closing in, one is going to move towards where you are, Grim.
Yep.
And in fact, it's going to attack the tiger. The other 2 are going to pursue Balmera. And so I'm going to have them use a dash, and I'm going to say they're pretty much right on your tail, Balmera. Okay. But
If I can, I'll lead them towards Suda.
That's fine. The Chull that's attacked, I don't know where I wrote the D6, but the Chull that's attacking the tiger hits it once with its claws for 13 points of damage and grapples it. The other 2 Chull, as I said, are in pursuit of Balmera, and it is that one monk. He's no longer fighting the tiger, so he's now going to try and punch you, Grim. Not once, but twice. Wah, wah. And a 6 and a 4 on the die.
All right.
Miss. Your turn.
All right. So as I sort of like duck behind Torun as a human shield.
Prone. He's prone.
Yeah.
You're using him as a shield. He's flopping around.
Yeah. Well, so basically what I do is I kind of reach up my hand since I'm right next to him, and I put my hand there to sort of brace him, and this strange sort of still somewhat unfamiliar feeling sort of pours through me as the light from my I guess I might think of it as caring, although it's a new sensation to Grim, as this feeling sort of pours through him into Telrune, charging him with healing energy.
Charging him with larceny.
Yeah, well, more or less. He is arrested.
Breaking factional laws.
3. Hang on. So you get 6 hit points back from this healing word. That's a bonus action.
Torun, you go from dying to prone. Okay. Yes.
And with my other hand, I sort of toss the wand back to my other hand, even though the real power comes from my ring, and I sort of stab up toward this creature that's holding him, and actually stab the wand into him as I release the firebolt, hopefully to hit him.
Well, it's a 2-hit roll.
Yeah. So 13 and so 20.
Yep, hit.
All right. And he takes 16.
This is 16. You said this is the one you lightning bolted too.
Yeah. So he takes 16 points of fire damage as I literally like stab him with my iron wand. So like it cracks between two of the plate, two of the seamless carapace.
Just shivering sound comes on, sort of like a scream and a screech, but he does not fall.
Damn it, son of a bitch! So as it sort of explodes beneath the carapace, the steam sort of sprays out from between the carapace, and I get this smell of seafood, which is nice. This kind of steamed lobster smell that reminds me of times when I spent
Very tough
at the beach. What's that?
Very tough meat, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Jada, you see out of the corner of your eye, peripheral vision, another Chull appear at the south entrance. What do you want to do?
The runes that are on the ground at my feet, are they like carved into the stone or painted or?
Painted. Painted. You can see similar ones around the ring of the portal.
All right. Well, I'm gonna reach into a pouch on my side, and some of the acidic goo that we got from that worm monster back in the Kibid cave.
Right. Yes.
I'm just gonna slam the thin stone vial into the ground and start smearing the runes with my foot.
Yep. No problem. No problem there. I want you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just say roll me 3d10.
That's how much damage you take. You may add them together. 7. 7 for like 3, and a 1.
Oh my God. So your boot takes very minor damage. However, the acid starts eating away at some of the runes on the ground, and you see the portal flickering as this occurs.
Huh.
I'll let you still have a move action if you want.
Let me see. Can I do?
Or a bonus action.
Right. All right. So I start sort of mumbling in Orcish, and the angels that have these swords, their swords almost morph into these little trumpets, and this very celestial music starts playing.
Nice.
And I cast my hands upward, and everybody here is a good guy. Can take 6 hit points of healing back.
Excellent. Balmera.
What happened if you're a bad girl?
Oh yeah, it doesn't heal Balmera.
It's your call,
Okay,
Balmera.
so there's 2 Chulls after me. There's one Chull at
they're
south.
hot on your. There's one Chull, that's approaching Jada, and there's one Chull that's basically facing Grim and Tauru. But as I say, you're running full steam last I recall for the stairs. Suda is standing by the stairs.
Okay, I'll scream to Suda, take over, and I'll use my move.
Egg out. Yeah, right.
My move action and a dash action to move further up the slope to the north side, beyond the stairs, like I'll pass the stairs, and I'll use my standard action to shoot a ray of fire at the Chull that is still not down despite Grim's best efforts.
Right, so you're going to do a dash and a standard action.
Thank you.
A move, dash, and a
Right.
standard action. Yeah.
So as you run past Suda, he attempts to trip you because he recognizes what you're trying to do. No, I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I knew he
What
was
are you firing at? You say you were firing at something?
Yeah, at the Chull that.
No, you can't move up the stairs and attack them.
No,
You-
past
you
the
can't do
stairs.
that.
I'm not going up the stairs. Past
Oh,
the
okay, I
stairs.
got you. Got it. Go ahead.
Oh, come on. I miss.
Okay. 2 arrows go flying into the air. Tauru,
Unless it has an AC of 12. Does it have that?
16.
Yeah, I miss.
Jules. Talrun, you are prone, but
Alright.
alive at the moment.
Alright, I stand up, and is there anyone next to me?
There is a monk fighting a tiger. The tiger is currently being held in the claws, or actually the monk is fighting Grim, sorry, and there's a tiger being held in the claws of this Chull.
Okay, I'm
Pretty much
gonna...
right near you.
And the monk is someone who I recognize, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna get him off Grim, but I know you have rules for non-lethal damage, and that's what I'm attempting to do.
Alright, go for it. Roll hit.
Okay, that is a 14 and
Hit.
11.
Miss.
Okay, so
Roll some damage.
that is 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Thanks to Grim's enlarging spell.
So that cleric is still going to try and hit you with a sacred flame there, Balmera.
Mhm.
Make a dex save again.
Nope.
0 for 5 so far.
I dodge.
0 for 6. Okay. Again, green flame splashes at the ground near you. The Chull, it reaches in with its tentacles to the tiger. The tiger must make a con save.
Okay. 8. So I don't know what the gets for bonus thing on me.
The tiger is poisoned and paralyzed.
Okay.
And with it's going to make a pincer attack at you, Toru.
Oh boy.
And I got a crit fumble. All right, so I rolled. I got a crit fumble. I said.
Oh, okay. I just heard crit, and I'm like, oh no, again.
I didn't roll high in the percentile. His next attack's going to be at disadvantage. The two Chull that were pursuing Balmera are now going to attack Suda. He's got 4 claw attacks, 3 hits. 6. So Suda gets chopped into for, oh my god, 15 plus 13 plus 10 points of damage. The two Chull both have him in their pincers, and they're attempting to rip him in two. He's bleeding from multiple wounds.
So if that happens, he's a pseudopop, right?
6 points pun damage. Not serious. Okay, so the one remaining monk that I believe was fighting you again, Talrun. He's going to actually take a punch at Grim at the moment. Two swings at Grim. Oh my God! 7 and a 4 natural. My dice are cold. My dice are cold. It's saving you. So he catches nothing but air. So standing in front of you, Grim, there is a poisoned, incapacitated tiger, probably dropped limp to the ground at this point.
Yeah.
This Chull, who's somewhat wounded, a monk who's also wounded, and Talrun, who's also wounded. I guess about 40 or 50 feet away from you, 2 Chull are trying to rip Suda into 2 pieces. Balmera stands back, and Jotted is finger painting in the southwest. What do you want to do?
Grim wants another adventuring party to go grouping with.
Your turn, Grim.
Yeah, I'm considering something for a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now this thing is still got a hold of Talrun, right?
He's not gripped. He's just being attacked.
Right. Well, that's what I mean.
The Chull has no one grappled at the moment.
All right. So
except for Suda. 2 of them are grappling Suda. Talrun is free at the moment.
Now, just a quick kind of meta question. The bag of tricks. I know you can do 3 per day.
Yes.
I can just dismiss one at any time, right? Because I know I can only have 1 out at a time.
Yes.
So, but I can just dismiss one and throw out another one, right?
I'll tell you what. I'll make it easy on you. I'll say that the tiger's just done for, and you can do it now.
Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering. I didn't know if I could just take out another one and the other one just kind of would dissipate. You know, I didn't know how the magic
That's
worked.
right.
All right. So in any case, as a bonus action, I sort of reach in and I throw out another ball of fur toward this other cultist, and I say, I'm kind of getting the idea that Torun is trying not to kill these guys. So I say, I tell it to, stop it from what it's doing, but try not to kill it. If it can understand that. So,
Okay.
all right, let me sort of get here. 2. All right. Hang on, let me get the thing here.
I don't know what appears. Jada, you're going to be up next.
It is an ape. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So basically, I throw out the ball.
Right now,
And you
two on two. A monk and a Chull.
Yeah. So I throw this ball toward the monk, and you see it kind of erupts. And these arms stretch out. It's this monkey land on the monk, and it just begins sort of grappling at his head, trying to basically distract him and keep him.
Right.
He's trying not to kill him, but he will try and subdue him as much as possible.
As soon as your turn comes around again, it gets to go.
What's that?
But as soon as
right.
your turn,
yeah, that's fine. That was just my thing. And with this this thing that's still attacking Torun, I again a little bit of juice is sort of dripping from the end of the wand, and I kind of twist it back and direct it at it again. Hopefully, 12. Okay, yeah, I got a +7 to hit, so I still hit. And,
yep, 16 what you need.
15. So again, this ball of fire erupts from the wand, strikes it in its centers, inflicting 16 points of damage.
Eruptive, clicking, reaching, but it does not fall down.
Son of a bitch.
These things are tough.
Clearly. All right, so
Sorry,
we're
done.
Yeah.
Jada.
I've still got the one that's approaching from the south, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take my second vial of the acid and just throw it onto another rune. I'm not gonna smush it around this time. I'm just gonna chuck the acid down onto it.
Roll 3d10, please.
Oh man. 4, 12, and 10. 22.
You 22 points of acid damage. Okay. So, Torun, you no longer feel the pull that you did before, but you can tell that it's still active. The potential is still there, if you will. I'm going to count that as a bonus action, Jada. I mean, you just really dropped it.
All right. In that case, the Chull that's coming towards me. How close is he now?
I'm going to say 15 feet and closing fast, or 20 feet and closing fast.
Well, as soon as he hits the 15-foot mark, he needs to make his save.
Right, but that'll be on his turn. What do you want to do?
Oh, God, I want my back to stop hurting. All right, so I turn towards him, and I'm going to light him up with a sand blazer, hopefully.
All right.
16? Is that what we need, 16?
That's what you need.
Yeah, so just barely hits him. Like, there's no, like, most of my shots have been, like, good center of mass. This is not as well placed. 6, 8, 14, 17,
and 11, 28 points of damage.
Okay. It scurries towards you, now angrier than before,
Yep.
with new improved hatred.
Sweet.
Suda, I'm going to make
2.0.
a grapple creature. Suda does not. Valmera, what do you want to do?
Okay, so when we got down here, did the stairs go down? I mean, did we come from a high elevation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and you can see that all the other exits also slope downwards from this room.
Okay, she's gonna run straight down into the room, so she'll get closer to Grim and Tallroom. She's gonna fire her sling, or rather she'll fire a rock from her sling at the Chull that Grim is trying to kill.
Okay.
Oh my god, I hit! My sling is magical again. Thank you.
Roll some damage.
I will.
Well done, sir.
I deal
Amen.
14, 17, 21 points of bludgeoning, I guess.
With a sling?
With a
Jesus.
sneak attack.
Wow.
Oh, because it's engaged with Grim.
Yeah.
Okay. So it still doesn't fall.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, then I'm gonna take my bonus action and hide again behind this direction.
I think, you know, if it doesn't fall in you, I think it doesn't. I think next time I'm just gonna, turn my heads inward and, lightning bolt myself because, yeah.
I won. Thashif, it's your turn.
Alright, so from now that I suddenly don't quite feel this impulse anymore, could I see what Jordat was doing? Am I aware that he's doing something over there with the portal?
I don't see why
What
not.
happened?
I don't see why
Alright.
not.
So I'm going to call that Jordat. Whatever you did, it's working.
Sure, that's a free action.
Alright, and
I snap my head around and glare at you.
I'm ready to run.
alright. So there's still that cleric monk guy and the Chull
There's a
engaged with me and
Chull and a
Grim
monk
right next.
engaged with you and Grim and an ape. There are two Chull that are trying to rip Suda apart, and there is a Chull approaching Jordat as well.
Okay, I'm gonna run and try protect Suda. Is he like unconscious and now they're
You
just
gotta-
like tearing him apart?
He's literally not touching the ground, and they're literally like pulling him like tug of war.
So
But
yeah,
keep
they're
in mind,
playing Chull.
you got a Chull right in your face here.
It's true.
I'm gonna risk it.
You're gonna turn and run.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. Yep.
Okay.
And grapple.
I got a crit.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Okay.
What, you don't even want to hit a hit crit?
Nope. Nope.
Uh,
I mean, as long as it's not a
100.
66 or like a 99, then he should be okay.
Yeah, if his income's up,
points of damage.
I don't think.
Oh, heroically save
It
you.
just swings the claw and just smashes you to the ground. The other two Chull rip Suda in half. He dies. Blood and guts go flying everywhere as they tear him apart. The Chull to the south is going to try and attack you, Jordat.
Alright, as soon as it enters that 15 foot, it starts moving at
Right
half
on.
speed and wisdom save.
Half speed. Half speed's easy. Wisdom save is no, whatever the effects of that is.
Okay. I'll get that for you.
I got a natural 9.
So 18 points of radiant damage from the little angels.
Okay. So it's going to attack you with 2 of its claws.
Okay.
I got a hit and a crit fumble. I'm going to do the hit first.
Okay, so the Chull that attacks Jada is entering the circle now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
You take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm not going to have you grapple because I immediately followed up with a crit fumble, which is...
He just crushes the chair I've been sitting in.
Okay, so he's going to fall over, and he's going to be... any attacks against him are going to be at advantage. His attacks are going to be at disadvantage the next turn.
I got kicking. Okay.
We're back. So Suda is dead. I'll just cross him off the list. Balmera, what do you want to do? The 2 Chull that just killed Suda turn their attention towards you.
Good. That's what I want.
Okay.
Realizing that she can't hurt them, she will circle down, kind of like in a bended C. So
You're running like a wide arc kind of thing, like around them?
Yeah, she'll run by the 2 Chulls at near Suda, and she'll try to stay out of their reach, but she'll run by them up the stairs, and once she gets near them, she'll kind of chuck a rock at them just to get extra attention, not to do any damage or anything. So I'll basically use all my actions to what it's called, move, dash, right? I can use 2 steps.
Okay.
And
So-
I'll use my
so let-
bonus action to dodge.
Right. So let's say you're going to move and then disengage and then like dash kind of thing. Sound right?
I
You're
wanna
gonna-
go up the stairs. That's the way.
Right.
I go.
I got you. So you move towards where they are. They're going to try and attack. You're going to disengage, and then you're going to get to the stairs. All right. I'm going to take just 1 swing out of 4 at you, and I missed anyway. Okay. So you definitely have their attention. Thashif Maran,
Okay.
you are dying again, right?
Yep.
Make it a save.
That's one of the unhappy ones. It's a 4. Coughs a bit of blood.
Okay. Gone. The Chull that is going to try and attack Grim now. 9 and a 2. Miss.
All right.
1 second. The monk is fighting. Oh, it's not a tiger now. He's fighting the ape. He's going to try
An
and.
ape. Yeah,
as I
he's
said,
fighting
he's
an
gonna try
ape.
and punch the ape.
Yeah.
He got 1 hit on the ape. The ape gets hit for 7 points of damage.
Okay. All right. So, my turn now. Hello?
I think he froze.
We can't tell anymore because he has the thing up.
Yeah. I'll take over then. 3 of the Chulls decide that they have other things to do, so they go back to the cave and play some Xbox.
And oh look, there's a big pile of treasure that just appeared in the floor.
Who knew? Artifacts for everyone.
Woo!
We're
Just
back.
you
Sorry
kids
about
out- Just you kids out there, that's not how D&D is really played. So.
Alright.
So what are you doing, Grim?
Oh,
Would
okay.
be-
So, yeah. So the first the baboon, the ape is he's basically sort of pummeling on the monk, trying to just sort of knock him out, just like wham wham, beating on his head. He gets 2 fist attacks, so he's just like he's literally has a monkey on his back.
Need a 13.
I like that you have a monkey on the back and punching a tighter. Two child puns.
All right, hits with both, and wow, apes are pretty hard. So he takes 14, just wham,
Down
wham.
he goes.
Okay, so he falls to the ground, and as I'm sort of backing away and I see this, I say, I point to Torun and I say, grab him.
Torun is going.
Yeah.
Torun is dying, and there's a Chull in your face.
Yeah, I'm backing away from the Chull, heading for kind of back into the stairs. Basically, I am Hicks in Aliens saying we are leaving, and I'm sort of back. We are leaving, and then I'm sort of backing away from these Chull.
And a move as a regular action if you want to avoid an OA. Or you can just move and I get an OA. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and back away toward the stairs.
Okay. So the Chull is going to pursue, but he doesn't get an OA.
But again, I have the ape sort of trying to get Torun and
am I still
bring him along.
When his turn comes around, yep.
Yeah.
Have the ape drag Torun.
No. Once you go, I mean, it's a concentration thing for you, so I can kind of stop it anytime I want. So as soon as you go limp again, I can't do anything more to help you. I only get one of those healing things, so I can already feel my ability to sort of heal you is diminished. So I sort of release your size enhancement, and you sort of like shrink back down and so forth.
Yeah.
Okay, Jada.
I'm in a more concentrated area now.
Yes.
You also kicked from the party.
What would you like to do?
Alright, so I have this one Chull who's
One Chull, yeah. One wounded Chull.
in my face, and
Prone, actually, at the moment.
oh, good. Then what's the distance from the stair to the actual portal?
Not far. I don't know, 20 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I don't know that the little angels can do anything, the little sand angels, but I'm gonna step up from the chair and move 5 feet towards it so that the portal itself is on the edge of where the angels can actually affect.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look down at the Chull on the ground, and I'm going to attack him with this sort of shuriken style coin.
Okay. You get advantage in the attack, of course.
That's good because I rolled a 1 and a 16.
Yeah.
So, he's going to take 11 points of damage from that.
Okay.
And if he seems to be still
He's not dead.
breathing, then I'm going to hit him with another sand laser.
Okay, again with advantage.
Alright, so he will get hit.
Before you commit to that, I don't want to inform you of something that might change your mind.
Sure.
The angels, they don't seem to be doing any damage to the portal itself, but the ring of it, they're definitely doing damage to that.
To the ring of it?
Yeah, like what's holding it. Like
the stone. The stone around it?
Correct.
Okay, the problem is, and I read through the spell description, unfortunately with Guiding Bolt, it literally says it has to target a creature, which kind of sucks.
That's fine. I just wanted you to know.
Yeah, I trust me, I've been reading through trying to figure out if it has anything that could actually affect it. 4, 9, 6, 7, 11, 16 points of radiant damage to the lobster on the ground.
Okay, and I also need whatever damage they would do to this thing. I need a damage number.
Okay.
And then he has hit points.
6, 9, and 8. 17 points of damage.
Okay, so you put some major cracks in it, and it starts to like shudder a little bit. Like it's shaky on its base now. You've weakened it structurally. Balmera.
Yes. Okay, so the two Chulls are rushing after me up the stairs, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay, I had been serving this stick of butter for our victory meal, but there,
Mara breaks up the butter. Pardon the alliteration.
and I'm gonna. She's gonna stop, and she's gonna cast grease on the stairs.
Okay.
And then she's gonna wait, like almost like bait them to run after her.
Uh-huh.
So if they go into it's a 10-foot square point on the ground that is made into difficult terrain, and they have to make a dex save or fall prone.
Okay.
And the dex save is, let me check, it's 11.
All right. When I get there.
And fun fan fact, the last time Bill Murray used butter was with
Yeah,
hey,
when was that?
Tits, did you know the last time Balmera used butter? Wow.
I'm pretty sure it causes infection.
Yep.
What would you like to do? You're dying, aren't you?
I would like to not die.
Make a death save. Have inspiration, keep in mind.
Okay, that's another failure. And now next roll, I'm definitely going to consider using inspiration.
Might want to. Okay, so the Chull is pursuing you, Grim, and he's going to take 2 chops at you. Ooh, what's your AC? Yeah.
Okay.
What's your AC?
Oh, sorry. Let me double check. 16.
Yeah, I hit you that time.
Okay.
Whoops, not D20 damage though. It's D6 damage. So
yeah.
You take 10
you.
points. You take 10 points of damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
You can see that this thing that's grappling you is badly injured.
Yeah.
From lightning bolt and many other attacks.
Good.
The 2 other Chull go running up the stairs. It's 20 foot wide, Dennis. So I'm going to say one of them goes through it and one does not. Mm-hmm. Since you said it's a 10-foot patch, they got to make a dex save. You said.
Yep.
No,
so, it's a 10-foot square. I'm not. That's 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot or something, right?
10-foot square. That's square. 2 sides, or 4 sides, if you will.
Square man.
10 by 10. It's not a cube.
Oh, I wanted a cube of butter.
Did you have a 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot cube of butter?
Cube of grease. Yeah.
I have enough butter for everyone.
In any case, it did make it so one of them falls prone, the other one comes clattering up the stairs after you, and it's going to attack you with both pincers.
Okay, so I have dodge, so it has to roll with disadvantage, I believe.
Okay, I'm going to make that one roll again.
And the AC of 18.
I still got you. On one hit. I can miss any other hit. I got a 12 and a 16 on the day.
Okay.
So he grabs you, 2 ones. So 6 points of damage. You are grappled as well by one of these Chull. There's one Chull prone. There's another Chull prone and dazed.
What if I use my uncanny dodge to halve the damage? Can I get out of the grapple then?
No. If you take any damage at all, you're grappled. There's a Chull by Jawdat who is dazed, so all he can do is stand up on his turn.
And on his turn, he'll have to make the wisdom save again.
Correct. You're correct.
So it's my turn now.
He makes it that time, so he takes half damage.
All right, I'll get you that number. Just 1 second.
It's the Chull's turn, which are going right now. They're just taking damage from the effect.
Okay.
Then it's going to be the monk, then Grim, then Jonet, then you, just like before.
Oh, I thought I was last in the list.
6.
You are. We're in the middle.
6 is
We
the
take
halves numbers.
6 more points of damage.
Mhm.
He's not fallen, but he's badly wounded. The monk is fighting the. There's one monk left? No, the monk, he went down, didn't he? You dropped him. He dropped him.
Yeah, the monkey dropped the monk, I think.
Correct. So I'm crossing in. I got a lot of numbers here. Grim, it's your turn. You are grappled. You can use strength or dex to try to escape. Your call. Wiggle free or bus free.
If you're talking, you're muted.
It's on mute.
I was just talking with the wife.
No, not you.
Sorry, my bad. So I'm going to use neither strength nor dex. I assume that Talrun is been dropped at this point.
Yeah. I've made 2
So
days.
it's still down.
Right, but it's been dropped like back beyond
Okay,
where
he's on the ground.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Misty
Wait a
Step
minute.
again.
Just want to remind you, you were going to have the monkey pick him up, right?
Well,
That's-
yeah. Well,
that's-
I was having kind of take care of him. Yeah.
But you're also grappled, so I mean.
Right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Misty Step, which should remove me from the grapple, presumably. And
Cool.
I want to end up, again, back to Talrun. Now, Misty Step is not like a directional spell, so it's not like they're going to see which way I go. I'm just going to like turn to vapor in their well, in this case, pincers. And
The Chull will know where you go.
well, eventually, yeah, but not like
They're
not
going
going to
to
see me.
They're going to know immediately. I'll explain why later, but you can still do it.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to go in again. It's a bonus action, so I'm just going to I vanish out of its claws and I appear next to Talrun.
Okay.
And since the ape is already sort of manifested, I don't have to use any time to conjure that. But what I do is I point to him and I say in the direction of
Keep in mind,
the.
it's not a familiar. It's only got basic intelligence. Right?
Well, right. No, but it can follow basic commands. I say, attack, and I point to the thing that I just got away from.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
hopefully it'll buy me at least a round. And,
Right. You still have an action. I believe the Mississippi.
That's right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to see to Talrun's wounds and with any luck stabilize him.
Make a medicine check. You need a 10.
All right.
He rolls a 9. Oh!
When you get
Oh, nice.
I actually did roll a 9, but fortunately, I did roll a natural 9 actually. Fortunately, I have at least 12 wisdom, so I have +1, so 10.
Okay, so Tauren, your condition goes from dying to unconscious.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Make the attack for the monkey, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, he gets 2 attacks. He gets 2
Yeah.
punches.
Tell me what happened.
16 and 3. So I'm guessing the 3 misses.
Yeah.
16 hits.
You don't need to throw any more numbers on than I need.
He gets 8 from one punch. So this thing like lunges at him.
5 left.
This thing lunges at him and just
down.
wham!
The first Chull.
The
One of
monkey
them falls
punches him.
down. After
Monkey
multiple-
punch.
That's right, monkey punch. So, Jodat.
Yeah.
So this thing is no longer dazed, but it is badly wounded. What would you like to do?
I will use my bonus action to command the shuriken to attack him. It will hit, and it will do.
So that's the things whirling around you. They're going to leave you, or that's a different spell?
Different spell. I have 2 spells up. One that requires
Right
concentration.
on.
That's the angels. No one that doesn't.
Right on. That's a
So-
spiritual weapon.
Yep. So that'll be 7 plus 3 is 10 points of damage from the shuriken.
Okay. Still standing? I need you to make me a damage roll for the rings. I'm assuming you haven't moved yet.
I have not.
Right.
So 3 plus 7 plus 8. 18.
Okay, so you take a bunch of chunks out of it, and it starts to tilt, and tilt maybe on a dangerous angle.
Okay, well, as my actual action, I grabbed my silver table leg off of my hip, and I swing it and turn loose of it, and it floats over and starts smashing the portal ring.
Excellent. So you're going to have to roll to hit. The AC is only 10.
Yep.
You're going to have to roll to hit.
Well, I rolled a 10. So,
Okay.
and a 6 on the die. So, does when you're using dancing weapon, does it use your casting trait as its damage bonus, or does it not get one?
It would, yeah.
I'm
All
not
right,
positive. I'll say
All right,
yes
so
for
8 points of damage is what it would do.
Okay, so the ring starts teetering. It's on the verge of falling. I have more than 0 hit points left.
All right. Can I?
Go ahead.
Can you use a move action to bull rush something if you're not trying to cause damage? I.e., can I use my move to run into the portal ring, not into the portal, but into the ring itself?
Well, you're standing against it already.
Okay, that's fine.
Balmera, you are grappled. What do you want to do? Strength or dex to break free?
Okay, so when I'm grappled, technically, the only thing it does is that I cannot move, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a bit more to it than that. Like, I believe you're at like disadvantage for things and other shit. I'll look it up. Give me just 1 second. I got it right here to my left.
I would recommend getting him
for anything when you're grappled.
Grappled. Speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from bonus to speed. Yeah, you're at disadvantage. Attacks against you. Any attacks you make against any target other than the one that's grappling you will be at disadvantage.
Okay. So I can attack it without being at disadvantage, right?
Correct. That's correct.
Okay. So does this thing have a
You
mouth?
want to try to escape that.
Is that an action to escape?
That's a move action.
Okay.
Technically, earlier we said it was a move action. The rules actually say it's an action, but we let Tolverine use it as a move action, so I don't know what you want to do.
Okay.
My house rule, I'm going to call it a move action, but your speed is 0. Like, you can just break free.
Okay. So okay. Does this thing have a mouth? Like it's roaring at me or something?
Kind of,
like
but it's hidden behind tentacles.
that? Okay.
Like it's
So
protected by tentacles,
okay.
which you
It
know to
doesn't
be poisonous.
It doesn't look like it will take a bite out of me or anything like that.
No, it's going to try and pincer you.
Okay,
Again,
I'm gonna try
principally
something. Hail Mary then. I'm gonna use my Mage Hand Legerdemain, or however you
You
pronounce
want to try and break free first.
it. Well, can I break free after? I have to break free first? Okay.
All right, fair enough. Either way.
That's a dex save, right? Or acrobatics?
It's a dex save if you want to squeeze free, or a strength save if you want to break free. It's your call.
Yeah. Dex. 26.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're 14. You
Nice
drop to the ground in front of it. Poof.
Yep. And as he drops to the to the ground, as he kind of hunker down beneath his feet, she uses her Mage Hand Legerdemain to bring the potion, the Midnight Oil, and she will use that to attack it. So I'll try to make it swallow the sleeping potion.
Nice.
All right. Weird one. Make it to hit roll.
17 on the die. I don't know.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to see you smash it into its face. roll a d4.
Nice work.
Doesn't have like an open maw you can go for. It's literally like tentacles hanging in the way.
Okay, I rolled a 2 on the d4.
Exceptional
Okay.
average.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it slowed. For the effect. Because it got some of it into it, but not that much. And that brings us to Talrun, who are now
I'm unconscious.
No, I want to use my bonus actions to boost behind it.
To what?
I'll use my bonus action to kind of, well, I'm down beneath its feet. I'll shoot behind its feet, what it
No,
called.
I'm not going to let you do that this turn because you broke free of a grapple, so your movement is 0.
Yeah, but I have a bonus action as a rogue.
But your movement for this turn is 0. Is my point. Your speed, rather, for your turn is 0. So Talrun, you're unconscious. What do you want to do?
Is that a not asked question?
Dream,
I will lay there
dream of pretty
bleeding.
things.
Yeah, yes, it is. The two Chull, one is going to attack you, Balmera, the one that's downstairs. I'm going to attack at disadvantage. Oh my God, I got 2 crit fumbles.
Nice.
On disadvantage, 1 and a 1. I believe 1 and a 19 and a 1 and a 19. Those are my 2 rolls. Oh man. So this is what I'm gonna say happens. He slips and falls away from you, and he goes tumbling down the stairs, smacking into the other one. Okay? I'm gonna just give them both 2d10 damage. He fumbled really badly. And there's no longer one in front of you.
Cool.
80. So, okay. And it is... There's one Chull that's near you, Jadat. It's going to make... it's going to run... you're kind of north of it at this point. I mean, I guess you'd be south of it at this point, eh?
Sure.
Okay, so in that case, it's running away from you to the west.
It needs its wisdom save.
What, for being in the thing? Still in the thing?
Yeah, if it starts its round and it takes damage, it will start its round.
All right, fair enough. 14?
That is enough to only take half damage. I'm not the best cleric in the world.
Okay. Let's take some damage.
2, 9, and 5. 14. 7 points of damage.
All right, so it, best it can, wounded as it is, it's going to use its full speed to make it to the East Passage.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
West Passage, I'm sorry,
Right.
West Passage.
Yeah, I mean, technically it would be slowed for 15 feet of its movement, but I get what you're saying, and it doesn't matter, it's withdrawing, so sure.
It's doing a dash, so yeah, so maybe like 1.5 kind of thing.
Right, so
So
if it's doing a dash, can I smack it?
Passage. It gets close to the East Passage. Well, it has a range of 10 feet, but I'm going to let you take a range attack at it when your turn comes. But right now, it is not out of sight.
No, I just didn't know if it got an OA or if it was disengaging and then dashing, which is fine.
Right. So the other Chull that got barreled into, he's going to stand up and come at you, Balmera. And he's going to make 2 pincer attacks and not get a crit fumble, but actually get 1 fucking hit.
He fell down the stairs, right?
No, yeah, but the other one that was prone is the one that stood up and come at you.
Well,
Not the one that you just knocked
I thought he
downstairs.
fumbled down and hit the other one.
He did, and I gave damage to him, but
Yeah,
he
but
still
if
had
it-
enough. Go
Then
ahead.
he should be at the bottom of the stairs, right?
Yeah, he comes up and pincers you. For
But my
12.
point is that the stairs are still greased with butter.
Yes, and okay. Just go with me, man. He's got big pincers that can dig into the rock. The grease isn't going to affect him a whole lot. One of them you took out. One of them is going to get to you and chop you for 12 points of damage, grappling you. Stop arguing. We're all done with it. Grim.
All right.
So what do you want to do, Grim? So you've got a monk. He was what? Fighting for you or carrying Talrun? I don't recall.
There's a monk who's being attacked by an ape.
There's no monks left.
Okay. So basically, I have the ape grabbing Tarun and dragging him toward the stairs, the way out.
Yep. Okay. In fact, he slings him over his shoulder.
Yeah.
And so, what do you want to do? So there are two Chull, and one near the bottom of the stairs, or maybe halfway down, and one halfway up the stairs, fighting Balmera. In fact, grappling Balmera.
Yeah, basically, I'm sort of just looking around, trying to assess the situation, because again, this is all happening very quickly, and so
Right.
I'm looking to my companion to see who's in trouble, who's not.
You've got two unconscious monks that were former cultists.
Yeah, I don't care.
I guess the person in the most danger right now would probably be Balmera.
Okay, and she's on the stairs.
She's halfway up the stairs in the pinches of this thing, and there is a
So
Chull in between the two.
All right, so I'm following the ape as he's dragging Tulrune, and I see this thing on the bottom of the stairs, and so I am going to. So I'm going to. Yeah, so I stretch out my hand towards it, and you see this kind of fan of flame go out, and it begins to spiral toward this thing, and hopefully try and.
The one that's closest to you?
Yeah, the one at the bottom. The one closest to the bottom.
I'm giving you advantage because it's prone from being knocked down.
Okay. Well, actually, this is a burning hand, so I think it needs to make a save. Let me double check that.
I'll just make it a disadvantage then.
Yeah.
Did not make it. Didn't even make it. So I had an advantage.
All right. So. Nice. And so it takes 16 points of damage.
Okay.
So the flame goes out, rips across this thing.
It's pretty wounded.
It takes fire damage, and we're still kind of heading in its direction.
Right. So
I'm sort of in the front with the ape sort of dragging Tulrune behind.
You Tulrune, and this ape are actually near the bottom of the stairs. There is a Chull partway up who is prone at the moment. There's a Chull further up who is grappling Balmera, and it is Jawdat's turn.
Okay. Well, I will use my bonus action to command the coin to attack the ring of the portal here.
Need a 10.
Got an 11, so we have that. And it will do 3 plus 2, 5 points of damage.
The whole thing starts coming down with a crash. You can see as it does, sections from the ceiling above, it hits a few stalactites from above, and they start coming down as well. Rocks start shattering the ground near you. You're going to have to make me a dex save, please.
12. A whopping 12.
Okay, you're going to take half damage, and you're not knocked prone. Come on. Come on, dice. You're going to take half a 16 to 8. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from falling rock.
Okay.
You still have your full turn other than your bonus action.
Does it look like there's going to be more rock that's going to continue to fall, or is it like it just knocked off some stalactites when it fell?
It only in the immediate area, unless you wanted to help it along.
Right. No, I don't feel a need to cause a cave-in necessarily. Does the portal, when it falls, does it flicker out, or is that water?
It goes out and it just goes out.
All right. In that case, I'll take a parting shot at the Chull that's running out that door.
Yep. Go ahead.
I will miss him.
Okay.
Unfortunately. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my movement towards the stairs, having for the first time in a while paid attention to what's going on that side of the room.
All right. So you can see an ape and an unconscious Tulrune and Grim over there. As you make your way over there, Balmera, you are grappled once again. What do you want to do about it?
I don't want to be grappled.
Really?
Cast your anti-grapple spell.
Yeah, if I only have one. Okay, so if I use my inspiration to grant myself advantage,
Yes.
would that qualify as I need advantage to do a sneak attack?
Yeah, it does.
Sure.
Yep. He's
I'm not gonna let you do a sneak attack while you're grappled down. I'll let you escape first if you want. Make the attempt. The DC is 14.
I rolled a 20, so I'm ungrappled.
Okay, so you squirm free. You're at the feet of
No,
this
I
thing.
wanted that to. Okay, so I'm gonna burn my inspiration to sneak attack this bastard.
Go for it. Go for it.
Well, I hit. Unfortunately, not a crit. So that. Roll.
Big money.
Did you do a crit?
No,
No.
I didn't crit.
Didn't crit.
So that's 10, 15, 22
Okay.
points of piercing damage.
Okay. So again, it lets out a screech and a howl.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my bonus. Okay. If I can't move, I can't disengage, right?
Correct.
I hit.
Well, you
can
can take a
disengage,
defensive
but there's no point.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, these things are bastards to fight. I don't deny it. Talroon, you're unconscious, so you're just going along for the ride. So Grim, so you see this ape. Now he's got Talroon over his shoulder, and there is a Chull, which is slowly starting to stand up, not too far from you, near the bottom of the stairs. And there's a Chull further up, engaged with Balmera. You can hear stones and stuff collapsing in the southern part of the cavern.
All right. Well, I'm gonna still try to take out the one at the bottom of the stairs.
Sure.
I kind of reach out with my hand, and there's some big loose rocks nearby. Some of these broken stalactites, and they all just like fly toward this thing.
So you want to bring part of the ceiling down on it?
What's that?
You want to bring like part of the ceiling down on it, like you're literally
No.
like.
No, these are just bits of debris on the floor, already broken rocks and things like that.
Okay. Okay.
It needs to make a deck save.
Disadvantage. Didn't make it.
Okay. Alright. 3d8. 8. It takes 20 points of damage as these rocks kind of slam into its carapace, cracking it.
So let's a screech, and a shout. Okay, Janet, we're Steve. That we're just about done. Grim, it's I'm sorry, it was Grim. You just went. It's your turn now, Janet. You're running for the group.
Right, yeah, I'm moving back across to the group, and the ape has Tolrin, right?
Yeah,
Right over his shoulder. Yep.
And then once I get the angle on it, there's a Chull at the base of the stairs that Grim just blasted with rock, and then there's one up the stairs somewhere that has Balmera grappled currently, correct?
Not grappled anymore, but otherwise.
Well, yeah.
Okay. The one at the the one at the base of the stairs can make a deck save.
Take it out, man.
What? 11.
No, actually, that will fail. So this orb of sandy flame drops on its head. You laughing at my sandy flame? That's not nice.
I thought it was a cool description. For some reason, I thought of Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. I don't know why. Sorry.
Because this entire thing has been like one episode of SpongeBob where we're trying to steal the Krabby Patties or something.
Yep.
Maybe. See you later.
Krabby Patties.
5.
Balmera is plankton.
13 points of radiant damage.
It falls. with a screech and a twitch. Down it goes.
Oh, thank Bob.
Hey, out of curiosity, these lobster people, when looking at them, did they seem intelligent or just like simple-minded following orders? Okay.
Yes. Balmera, you're fighting the last Chull.
The last starfighter. Starfish fighter.
Starfish fighter. Yeah. Is it my turn or its turn?
Yep, it's your turn.
Oh.
And quit slacking off and kill this thing.
Then it's your turn.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Okay. A dash is basically like a double move, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And a disengage is like I get out of combat and move.
Is it? Yeah, it's
basically
a
an
single
action.
move where you're covering your ass while you're walking away.
Yeah.
And it's an action. Disengage.
Okay.
Well, you can
Disengage
use
is an action, then you move, right?
Okay. I wanna try to use my acrobatic skill to kind of slip between its legs and climb up its back and stab it back of its.
All right. Make an acrobatic save. You cannot move through its space, but since it's wide enough here, I will let you attempt to run around it. It can't turn that.
Or you can Jackie Chan up the wall.
Fair enough.
Okay. Jackie Chan the wall. I roll 20.
All right. So also you managed to get to its backside.
I think we should call it Belmira-ing up the wall. So she Belmira up the wall.
Okay, hang on. It's freezing up on me. And I'll stab it. Unfortunately, I can't sneak attack it.
Okay. Easy
But I
six.
I can hit it for 10 points of piercing damage. Can I be on its back now?
No, it's like 8 feet tall. It could and it's going to try and attack you, not once, but twice. Chop, chop with the pincers. A miss and a hit. And you can take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're grappled once again. So, Thashif, you're unconscious. Grim.
All right. So I assume as we're going, it's kind of going up the stairs, we see Belmira being attacked by this thing.
Yeah, it's you can't miss
All
it
right.
really either.
It takes up 2/3 of the hallway.
Right.
Yeah, this thing's big. It's 8 feet tall, right?
Well, I just wanted to make sure we got that far. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you're about maybe 20 feet or 30 feet from it.
Fair enough. Okay. I am running out of options here. Okay, so.
I'm running into Chull. So.
All right. Yeah. So as I come around the corner, I kind of move slightly ahead of the ape dragging Talrun, and I'm kind of going in the corner with my wand out in front of me, sort of leaning around the corner trying to get up there, and I see this thing, and I go, I kind of spin in my hands, Aston Infinio, and you see this this beam of bright blue light just lands out toward this thing, with little bits of snow sort of falling from the beams, and these little crystals sort of falling from it as a ray of frost hopefully strikes it. Hang on.
Need a 16.
Did you just cast that spell in Spanish?
Yes.
Okay.
Si, senor. Si, senor.
Okay.
Yeah, it says something about Oscar Frio, so yeah, to make cold.
20.
20's a hit?
Yep. Let me just double check the damage here.
Yep.
2d8. Okay.
2d8 at level 5, yeah.
Yeah. And it takes 11, so it's
Okay.
this bright blue beam just lances up inside, setting this little spider webs of frost just lancing across its carapace.
Okay.
You hear a little kind of clicks and cracks as the carapace sort of freezes in that area.
Jada, you are a witness to all this.
Okay.
In front of you is an ape holding Talroon. A little beyond that is Grim casting a spell. Halfway up the stairs is this Chull, and just beyond that is Balmera.
All right. I'm gonna move up behind the Chull.
All right, you move past your comrades. It's plenty wide enough.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, great. It can make a wisdom save.
Sure. Can it? Can it? No, it can't.
Okay, that's good. That'll help. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to command the shuriken to attack it. So, all right, the first one is going to do 2 plus 4 plus 3. So only 9 points of damage from the angels.
Okay.
The gross 16 hits it, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So it'll do 7 plus 2 is 9 points of damage from the shuriken.
Okay.
And then my my table will come floating in and smack it also.
Okay.
And it will do. Oh, nice! That one will do 8 points of damage. Max damage on that one.
Okay. All right. It's still standing.
So, at this point, Jada is just a whir of otherworldly stuff around him.
Okay. So, Balmera, it's your turn, and you're going to have to be careful to not get in the aura of this stuff.
I don't think my angels will hurt you, but let me look it up real quick. It'll slow you, but I don't think it'll hurt you.
All right. It's your turn, Balmera.
Well, I guess I'll try to be ungrappled. That's a 12.
You need a 14.
So I am grappled still.
Correct. You can still get an attack off.
Come on, Balmer, do your part.
Oh, okay. So
Yes,
technically
you said-
now I will get a sneak attack because Jada is close.
No, you can't get a sneak attack while you're against the. Think about it. I mean, that makes no logical sense. It's literally holding you. How can you
Yeah.
sneak-
That's wishful thinking.
But you can still attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt it.
All right.
No.
Boo! And your fireball goes wide yet again. You're really not the wizard, Grim, are you?
No.
So it is
Way to
going
kick
to.
them when they're down.
It's got you grappled. That's right. You got to make a con save.
As it shoves its tentacles into your chest.
Yep.
That's. Hang on. That's a 17.
Okay. So its tentacles come on you, and you can feel poison leaching in you, but you're at least at the moment managing to fight it off.
Man, where are we going to find another caustic dwarf to be part of the party? Really?
It's then going to make one claw attack against.
If it's its turn, it can make a wisdom save.
Right on. 13.
Nope, and it's a 14. So let me do. I don't think this. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage anymore. So 4 is 12, and 2 is 14 points.
Okay. It attacks you, but I missed. It would have been cool to have two of you grapple.
Starts bashing us together.
So right now there's Jodat, and then the Chull, and then Balmera being gripped kind of on the other side from your point of view.
Right.
Roll the clump. So fireball.
Yeah, fireball. Yeah,
Definitely.
It's my only option. Except I'm a lot of third level spells, to tell you the truth. Yeah. So, son of a bitch. Yeah, so I switch up, and even as the frost sort of begins to immediately melt from my wand, it immediately erupts in fire.
Okay.
And you see this bolt of fire just lunge toward this thing's face, hopefully.
You hit roll?
Yeah. Plus my plus is 7, so 16.
16's what you need.
Awesome. 8 and 8. It takes 16 points of fire damage. So right in the same spot where it got the cold, where it was still like the frost was still at the fire hit and just. Did you say it was dead?
It falls, yeah. It falls,
Right.
dropping down there.
Yeah. So even as the cold was still clinging to its carapace, the fire hit and just cracked the carapace wide open. It just cracked and shattered. The thing just like spasmed as its inside just erupted from the fissure that formed in its shell. And
Sure.
it lets go of Belmer, who falls to the floor, and this thing sort of collapses on the stairs. As part of it's still burning.
So there's blood and guts all over the place. Again, water leaking from these cracked walls. What would you like to do? There are no immediate threats to you that are obvious.
I will stab it so many times in the face that I will use 4 rounds doing that.
Fair
Oh,
enough. Yeah. I'll just grab a piece of roasted meat from where I stabbed it and started, kind of chewing on it absentmindedly. And I turn to Jodat. I say, and I kind of stop and I put my hand to my head as if I have a headache almost, and I'm trying to think. And I say, the circle.
Mm-hmm.
What was you were closest? What was it about?
It's about hatred. Pure, unabashed hatred.
Meanwhile, Bamera is just going rampage with her rapier.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go ahead and put a hand on Tolrune and get him back to consciousness.
okay.
Well, you can take 6. You're right. And then I grab Tolrune. Yes. Listen, little man. Yes, Suda, I can bring most of him back. Not like the warg, but I can make him live again, but he will not have legs.
I don't even wait for Torun to answer. I just kind of push at him. Do it. What?
All right. So I go charging across the floor, and I'm going to use Revivify on the upper half of Suda, which will heal him back to 1 hit point, but restores no missing limbs. So he is literally sealed up and legless.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say that kind of his guts are also spilled all over the floor there. Like,
Okay, never mind.
he's kind of pretty much.
He comes back alive only to bleed out.
No, it's cool. Just remind me to talk to you after the game, Rob.
However, there are
There's been a lot of times in this session where people try to do stuff that's completely within the rules that you've shut down. So.
All right. Well, we can discuss it after the session. There are 2 unconscious monks there, however.
We can use healing checks and they can be conscious. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
do I still feel Do I feel any different apart from the intense exhaustion?
All you don't no longer feel any rage or anger. You just feel a little confusion.
I think it's gone, and I turn away from Suda, but I'm not sure what lies down those passages.
Okay, Bamera stops stabbing the monster as he looks at you. Okay, no more bugs. I don't care if it's sea bugs, land bugs, air bugs. No more bugs. The next time there's bugs, I'm out of here. No more bugs. That's a rule. That's it. I'm drawing the line. No more bugs.
My mentor just
So
died, and
you're
only concerned with bugs.
So
I'm fine with bugs. I hate bugs.
So the big cavern is clear at this point, right?
At the moment, yeah, there are. As soon as we ripped apart, there are 3 dead monks and 2 now conscious monks.
Okay. So I'm going to move along the southern wall and head over to that circle, since it is clearly arcane in nature.
Okay.
And I'm going to, against my better judgment, give it a quick glance over to see if I can figure out how to disable it.
Make an Arcana check.
All right.
While he's going out, are you okay?
That is my forte.
Fine.
17.
Jada, there are 3 dead monks that have not been ripped apart that could be saved by Revivify.
Right, but I can only use it once, so it made way more sense to use it on a major NPC than someone who we don't know.
Okay.
24 for the Arcana check.
As far as you can tell, it has already been destroyed. The magic has been nullified.
Okay, so it's already been neutralized. Okay.
Yep.
And the portal next to it.
It's destroyed. It's in pieces on the ground.
All right, so the whole thing is done. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's all collapsed.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll just sort of give it a look over to see if I can at least glean some information about it, like who might have built it, why, what its purpose was. If the runes tell me anything, I'm going to try and glean as much from that as possible.
It's a magic that's like a foreign magic. It's definitely a magic you're not familiar with.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, it seemed to be a planar portal, I would assume.
Okay.
Does that make sense to me?
I'm not confirming or denying it.
I'll walk down the stairs.
Okay. All right, so it's a planar portal.
Okay. So I'm going to grab one of the torches from the walls, and
Sure.
I'm just going to go to the 3 other passageways, and I'm going to take a quick glance down all of them.
So
And
all of them slope downwards away from this main tunnel, and all of them have pools of water in them.
Nothing but water down there.
Watch yourself.
These-
I'll give Grim the blank rune book that I have.
Okay.
Maybe we should copy the runes so we can.
Indeed.
They've been partially destroyed. They've been about 1/3 destroyed.
Yeah. Well, I'll copy what I can.
And also
and,
covered in rubble. Something.
Yeah. I will do my best copying what I can, using what arcane knowledge I know to sort of,
Okay. Okay.
kind of reassemble partial ones, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And as the rest of them is sort of doing what they're doing right now.
Okay.
Slowly, I'm going to take out a blanket and undergo the grim, horrible task of collecting Zuda's remains.
Hey.
That's why this word means what it means. Of Suda's remains, because his guts are spilled out.
Oh yeah, they're these literally spread out. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I imagine it as gathering the torso, gathering the lower legs, scooping up the guts and organs that are sprayed everywhere.
Scooping them out, what, like in a bowl, in a sack?
In a sack.
All right,
A
sure.
makeshift.
You got a big, wet, soggy sack full of pseudoparts.
And I just like staring at it,
That can be useful.
and I just like keep thinking of like how do I like bring this back to the monastery, and thinking that he needs a proper burial. I have no
Okay.
idea what to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm basically just thinking about that right now.
What about them? Nods towards the unconscious cultist.
He already made them. He already John had already healed them. They are now conscious.
Yeah, but
There are 3 dead ones and 2 conscious ones.
are those your monk
Yes.
colleagues?
You would recognize these as both as former students that you maybe trained with at Reto Dreadsang.
Yes. We're taking them with us.
I look at Torun seriously and I nod and I say, of course.
But we can't.
What do you mean we can't?
Well, that guy back at the other monitor said that the spell would only carry 6, right?
Well, it's six living creatures. I'm assuming that we can carry some gear, or. And I kind of glance. I kind of glance at the body, and say, non-living material.
Oh. So, how about the living ones?
Well, there we might have a problem.
Well, there's only the 4 of us and 2 living ones, right?
There's 4 of
actually,
you. There's still Wakuo, who's back in the hallway.
You're right.
Yeah, what the hell was he doing?
Guarding.
Okay, new suggestion.
Coward.
We leave
Okay.
Makul and we take some.
Okay, actually, I'm going to call him over. You think there's any way to take these 2 out of here, alive, of the spell?
Who are you asking?
Well, cool.
I do not know.
And remind me, this is like a hole in a sheer cliff face?
Yep.
Okay.
So, meta question and kind of morbid. With spells like that, do I know if I were to kill one of these guys, if we could take him with us and then I could just heal him once we got to the other side?
I'll tell you what. I'll let you put him into some sort of stasis.
All right.
Brief
So
stasis.
so basically, what I'll do is I'll lay my hands on one of them, and I'll simultaneously cast Inflict Wounds and Gentle Repose and
Okay.
Spare the Dying. So basically, it'll kill him and then stop him right at that moment of
Cool.
Death, yeah.
Fair enough.
and then I'll have exactly cantrips left.
Hopefully you'll inform him first before you do that, because that would be
Well, I'm gonna do it to Tolrune. I'm gonna talk to him about it because I feel way more comfortable doing it to Tolrune than someone I've never met before.
fair enough. Yeah.
Torun needs another level of exhaustion too.
And Torun's already died today, so.
You want to... What?
His method of making it possible to take everybody back. Basically, in no short terms, I will kill you and stop you from dying. And then when we are back at the temple, I will heal you. If this is something you're not...
I kind of walk up behind Jodat and I say, it's actually a reasonable plan.
If it's something you're not comfortable with, I can ask one of your friends.
No, I'll do it. Just...
Sorry, I don't even let him change his mind.
Well, I kind of suggest.
Talk to us behind him.
I was gonna say. I suggest in a more subdued voice. I say, we could do it to Belmira, you know.
So I'll lay my hand on Jodat Jodat. Well, that's not gonna work. On Tolrune's chest.
Well, wait. Just let me do something first, and I'm gonna take Suda's remains to the edge of the cliff face. I don't want to take his horribly mutilated body back to the monastery.
Okay.
So instead, I'm gonna give him a burial at sea by hugging
him
off into
over.
the ocean.
Right.
Yeah. There's no like respectful way to say I kick his body over the. There's no. I couldn't think of it.
No, you could say that you step to the edge of the cliff, and in the gentle ocean breeze, you allow him to return and become one with the sea.
Yeah. But there's no like.
Yeah, but it's still
literal-
chucking Zerbees off the cliff.
Right. He's still effectively feeding him back to the Chull who are underneath the water.
I don't know that.
We don't know that for sure.
It's an excuse for
That's
so
a
many
supposition.
things. Anyway, I hope he just like floats into the ocean and not into the jagged rocks that I forgot you described.
So,
Spike.
Yeah, you push him off, intending to give him a burial, and see you see his body just going like stick on the rocks.
his hand shoots up as he's falling. Jordan!
and as he's impaled on a sharp rock, his eye falls out. No.
Okay, so none of that happened,
so you return him to the sea.
and then Jordan kills me.
Yep.
Right. John puts you in this coma state. And
And then I'm going to take out the Maduhiki they gave us and
Break it.
break it open. And
Well, make sure we're all together. Just
Right.
Yeah.
as soon as you smash it, you can feel yourselves all become ethereal, and you're whisked away once again, up out of the cave, and back along. This time, this silvery cord is attached to you, is ahead of you, and it's like reeling you in, almost like a tape measure kind of thing. And you go flying across the country at hundreds of miles an hour, not feeling any cold, not feeling any temperature.
I
And
can see our house from here.
yeah, it seems like you're going to slam into the floor at Kurtigampa, but you land without any sensation at all. And then your body starts to materialize itself again. Sangaraja, he immediately looks over at Talrun and says, "He did not survive."
No one rushed to
Surrounded all of you.
correct him.
I
Come
know.
on.
It's hilarious.
What the hell, guys?
Yep. Well, sorry.
We have to bury him.
Done that line.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do.
Hey, but Maro's not gonna get in between Jada and his necromantic ways.
Yeah, this is Jedi's business.
Well, I'm just gonna. I'll take Tolrun over to a mat or something, lay him down, and at least spare the dying on him so that he can start healing through natural means, and I can magically heal him tomorrow.
Okay. So I'm going to say Talrun's at 1 hit point, 3 levels of exhaustion now, I think.
Oh yeah.
But he is alive.
I stand up like very wary and almost like enfeebled.
Pretty much, yeah. You're really, really tired.
Suda didn't survive.
I'm sorry to hear that, but you rescued 2 others.
Did what we could. There were more.
Rest now, and we will talk in the morning. So, you are. I'm going to say you're not compelled to, but you're escorted to your sleeping chambers, and you're provided with a simple but hot meal.
Yeah, I do ask for a pitcher of wine.
Sure.
Big
Yeah.
one.
Sure.
And I drink a lot of it.
Okay. You guys pass the evening without incident at Kurtigampa. And benefit from a long rest.
Do I clear all exhaustion or just one?
One level.
What?
The next day I can help you with some of that too. With
Okay.
some lesser restoration.
Yeah.
Okay. The monks, I'm just going to speed this up a little bit for Steve. The monks thank you for your assistance, and they tell you that anytime you wish, you can have sanctuary at Kirkigapa. You're welcome to come and stay there. They also invite Talrun to come back sometime and perhaps teach some lessons to some of the Nen, of the novices at Kirkigapa. Some of the lessons he has learned from the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how to punch pigs.
Yeah.
Now, the first step to striking your enemy is to imagine them as a pig or pig-like animal.
Right. And if you want to learn how to dodge your enemy, you just got to think of them as giant metal golems that will kill you the first time they touch you.
That's right.
This is getting pretty abstract.
Right.
I mean,
Tomorrow we'll be studying how to kill water elementals.
It's an art form.
Anyway, I'll agree to, but like, Torrens' disposition right now is not very good, so he doesn't like seem very agreeable to anything.
What religious attachment does this temple have?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't have one.
I would just, I kind of, I'll just, okay. I just kind of viewed it as them being like less tied to a deity and more spiritual in of itself.
Well,
Yeah.
kind of. It's just in a fantasy realm, there's no sane person that can deny the existence of a god because there's too much interaction.
Yeah, not like atheists or anything.
Yeah, there's no atheist.
So pretty much whoever comes here just continues to worship whatever god they worshipped when they came here.
Presumably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they might teach spirituality here, but they probably wouldn't focus on any one god. They might, teach a few.
Right.
But given our experience, it's clear that they worship Bane, right?
Right.
Yeah, I would have pissed myself if Robert just said like
Sure.
the Bane. They all openly worship Bane here.
Well, I guess one of the evenings before we leave, I'll actually preside over a I don't know what the word is. Procession, congregation, ceremony. We'll go with ceremony.
Okay.
For Joaquin, and I mean just because, not necessarily trying to convert anybody or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I mean these people have been through a lot recently, so it gives them an outlet for all that stress and.
Right. Well, largely this temple wasn't affected, but certainly the few people you brought back, they were huge. Also, the guy who was mad, he seems to be recovering, and he's been set free of the cage that had been for a longer time.
If any of them are interested in buying absolutions of sin, Palmero can sell them some papers.
I'm surprised that the Church of Joaquin doesn't do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna end it right here, as you guys are safely resting in Kirkigapa. Thanks everybody for watching, and tune in again next week.